Hey everybody, welcome back to my first playthrough of Strange Antiquities, a game that I have been very much looking forward to and is so nice and cozy and comfy, and definitely we have not committed any crimes. We actually haven't committed any crimes, to be fair. We haven't committed any crimes. I am very excited to play some more today. We had a really lovely, nice, comfy time last time. And also, thank you very much to Iceberg Games for the free key. I'm not sponsored to play. However, I did receive a free key to play the game. So I just need to tell you that ahead of time. Hashtag ad/gifted key and all that good stuff. Let's get into it. I know I could commit crimes if I believe in myself. That's true. All right, here we go. Day 8. Thursday. There we go. I will adjust volume based on what we need. Hello! Hello, Jupiter. The music is so good. Right, okay, I forgot time's moving backwards and is all wobbly and stuff. Concerning. Just slightly. I don't think we have anything that we haven't... Oh, we do have this. I'm closest to the sunset, but furthest from the sunrise. That makes me think it's going to be inside the castle. And it's going to be one of the towers in the castle. Not on the map. Because the map, I believe... We've already been to the tower, which was over here. And that's, I think, the only tower that there is. So, if it's closest to the sunset and furthest from the sunrise, I don't know why it specifies. It seems really, really weird. Let me see. We have... Oh, I forgot this is rotated. So, I'll move over to this side so you can see what I mean. Mars in winter, rising in summer. This is rotated. Hi, Anya. How are you? Seems it's now illegal to not have them on if it's below 0. What, the winter tires? So we have Hardwick Tower and... Is that the... We have this as well, and this, and this. Okay. Gotcha. So if this is west, down here, this way, I am going to have to move again. And this is east. If you're furthest from the sunrise... This is confusing because it's rotated. Wouldn't it be this one? Let me move over here again because you can't see where my cursor is. I feel like it would be this one. The view from the tower is quite beautiful, but it's what I find inside that catches my attention. In the middle of the room is an unlocked wooden chest, and within that, not one, but 2 smaller wooden chests. The wee wooden woman. And inside that wee wooden woman, there's an even weirder wooden woman. Didn't notice the map was rotated for a long time, and 2 errors. Oh no! In the middle of the room is an unlocked wooden chest, and within that, not one, but 2 smaller wooden chests, along with a cryptic scrap of paper. Ooh! Okay, something by a diurnic seal, something object made from silver, something a diurnic field. That's going to be these things again. What are you? Interesting box. Right, I'm running out of space, so popping these boxes over here. And I'd like to have a look at this. Something by a diurnic seal, something object made from silver, something a diurnic field. Produces a diurnic field. Something by a diurnic seal. Which one's the diurnic seal? I'm pretty sure I have found one. Maybe. I know, isn't it cool, Ingisa? You got suggested a short about Irish potatoes. Hell yeah. Thinking about some symbols could mean sunset and sunrise. Good job. Thank you. Let me see at the back here. It's going to be something to do with the symbol, I think. So we have a sleep vessel. 6 points of the sleep vessel are said to represent the 6 thalamic disciplines. I almost said disciples. Selenic, Dradic, Noctic, Diurnic, Wixic, and Mentic. They help people to stay awake beyond any natural limits by storing their fatigue. Over time and repeated use, they become more and more difficult to handle, as though the undreamed nightmares within are beginning to seep out. Okay. So let's have a look at this. Let me look at the symbols. Diurnic. Do we have something that has this symbol on it? Because that would be interesting. But I don't know if we do. Oops. I don't know if we do. I'm going to save this down here. And we're going to pet the cat. Hello. We have no unsolved loose papers right now. As if I didn't have enough on my plate right now, my sister Bonnie has been acting strange lately. She never got over the death of our father. That's not true, we have one loose paper. She always blamed Mr. Potter for his role in it, and now with all of this happening, she's got in her head that he's behind it somehow. It's werewolves. I'm worried she's going to do something stupid. If she comes in here, whatever you do, do not give her anything dangerous. Who? Bonnie. I want to give her a keepsake to let her know that she is still loved. Okay. I've seen people gifting one another wooden totems, but I don't know what they're called. We have a lot of wooden totems. What are these? Is it maybe the lead heart? Lead heart. Core of lead. They're said to kindle romantic interest? No. That's probably not right. What's the other one called? A horn shackle. That doesn't seem like a good idea, to be honest. Let's look up love. Love. Solanic totem. It's carved totems more the oil. More commonly known as moon hearts, can be imbued with a sentiment of feeling such as love or joy, and then held tightly to recall the same feeling. They sometimes feature crescent shapes associated with both the Solanic and Noctic disciplines. Yeah, that's definitely going to be it. That was correct, wasn't it? Solanic totem, yeah. Here you go. Must be love, love, love. This is a carved totem. The oil is associated with the night. It bears a concealed crescent shape. Using the closer inspect tool tells me it imparts a feeling of joy. You are welcome. Hi, Mystery Machine. How are you? Unfortunately, I have some bad news to share. Jack Hungerfoot has not responded well to the Dranthium tea. Oh. If anything, he appears to have sunk deeper into the trance. Unfortunate. I daren't try anything else in case I make things worse. I forgot the index existed in the demo. Okay. That's unfortunate. Hello, friend. Verona Green. Hello, Verona. Those silly sods at Calgarth Hall wouldn't let me in to look around. Okay. It seems I've upset the little lord who lives there at some point in the past. Is it a cat? Allegedly, I refused to perform an exorcism on his haunted house. He didn't like my suggestion that it might be the local kids playing pranks on him because he's a mean old git. I like Verona. Not so easily put off, though. Do you have a Tenebrin cloak I could use this evening? I've got some snooping to do. I don't know, do I? Apparently I do. Well, maybe I do. Have I already figured it out is what I mean. No, Tenebrin. I should actually probably read it. Hold on. Upon activation, a Tenebrin or Tenebrin cloak can create a sphere of enshrouding darkness that will cloak all within its reach. A single stone set in bronze. A single stone set in bronze. Okay. We have... I'm sorry, but this little guy right here cracks me up because it looks like somebody doing this. Is she in the... I thought she might be in the previous game. Let me see. Do we have anything over here? Oh yeah, I forgot about this. I have this. Bronze and a turquoise gemstone. She said stone, but that could be gem. Polished and hard and cool. Nothing to remark. Nothing to remark. It could be that. But... God, my voice of Carnunnos is like really huge up there. Let's see. Darkness. Okay, that doesn't really help me a lot. Is there anything to do with the symbols on these? I don't think so. I think these are just decorative. Let me read the Tenebrin. Upon activation, can create a sphere of enshrouding darkness that will cloak all within its reach. A single stone. Stone like gem or stone like an actual stone? Like Elva stone is planetary metal. Oh, whoops. I keep closing the book. I was looking at stone, wasn't I? Hi, Otaku. I'm doing good. How are you? Stone. The evocant. These stone items weigh the same as a man's heart. See, that's just made of stone, not a stone. That's not bronze. Though this is freaking me out. This is iron. I don't think that's going to be all that useful. I think it is probably going to be this. But I'm so scared of using one of these right away. What is this one? We have a dark green gemstone and bronze and wood. These symbols, I forget what these mean. I want to say that they were warm and cold. No, not that. Oh, I could look up the gemstone, actually. Let me see if I can find those symbols again. Yeah, see, cold. And wasn't the other one, was the other one not warm? Heat, yeah. So heat and cold. So what about turquoise? Stone of water. I think that might be the only one that fits. Stone of water. But it's Dradic, meaning... Stop that. Back to the beginning. Dradic, meaning of the earth. Don't think those symbols mean anything. Good memory, thank you. I grew it myself. I'm still very concerned about the urine material. I don't think the symbols mean anything on this one. Yeah. What about this? This is not going to be it. For sure. I think it's this. Oh, no, it's not. Okay, that's not that. Damn. Oh, wait, hang on. Shit. There's one over here that's in bronze. No, it's gold. Never mind. It's not bronze. Maybe it does mean... Is it always a single stone? It's alright. What's a little bit of insanity? Single stone set in bronze gives power to these totems. Totems. Green gemstone and bronze. That has a lot around it. What's the green gemstone? Stone of earth and of nature. Those look... Why is there a crosshair? This is like winter. That, I remember that one because I thought it was a tree. Headshot. Fog. That's weather. Okay. I'm trying to see something that I have that is a single stone set in bronze. Like, this is gold. Do I have something over to one side? I don't think it's any of these. I haven't got this one, right? For sure. Yeah, no, I haven't got it for sure. Making sure I hadn't accidentally lost it. I'm looking over here now, like, is there something in this weird cupboard that I have? This is the first time that I've not been sure. Also, I'm not asking for help before anyone thinks that I am. I'm not. I feel like I need to reread that, but there's not a lot of information. Cloaks all within its reach. Single stone set in bronze. That kind of technically means it doesn't have to just be one stone set in bronze. But that the stone that's set in bronze is the thing that gives it power. Is the thing in the middle... No, this is all gold and a black gemstone. I think this opens or, like, there's something I can do with that. This is really creepy. Gold. Don't be this. Don't be that. This is gold. That looks fine. What are you talking about? This, I think, is gold as well. Yeah. This is bronze, but I suspect this is going to be something to do with, like, because that's protection from insanity. I think that's going to be different. This is a pinkish gemstone set in bronze. What does the pinkish gemstone do? That's a totem as well. Moonstone. Enveloping night. That is so it. That is so it. All hail two fingers. I really thought this was going to be something to do with, like, fertility or something. Totem has a gemstone set in bronze. The gemstone is Moonstone, a stone of enveloping night, which hints at the use of this item. All right. Cool. Okay, we got another book thing. All right, cool. There we go. Nice. We did it. Yeah, the next step was really going to have to be looking for a gem. I would have thought it would have been the obsidian, to be honest. But apparently it's fire and fury. I know meanings that surround obsidian that are separate to this. Same with amethyst. The stone of containment makes sense because obsidian and amethyst can be used in things like, you know, dealing with grief and things like that. Hello, kitten. Right, so I can move this one over here. I need to keep petting the cat so it doesn't get surprised by the bell. Barton Potter. No, so I've been doing, if it's a good thing, I've been giving it green. Oh my goodness, I'm so sorry. If it's neutral, I've been giving it white, and then if it's bad, I've been giving it red. I bumped into Eli at the station yesterday before he left for Oxford. His train was late, so we had a brief chat, and he suddenly remembered something he wanted to tell you. I told him I'd pass on the message. In other news, I've got something for you if you're interested. Keep forgetting to mention it would be helpful for you to read Dr. Robertson's booklet on curses. You'll find it in the cupboard hidden in the counter. It's going to cost you, but it's worth it. A map of the catacombs, very rare, worth a lot to someone in your line of work, I imagine. And all I'm asking for in return is a Valant. You have an amethyst in your wallet at all times as it was protection and travel. I have a bracelet that has obsidian, amethyst, and some kind of quartz that's associated with grief. I also have that tiny little cat that's carved out of obsidian. Valant, you say? Let me see. The holes in a Valant are roughly... Yeah, so I was thinking about that necklace. They're used in an adventurous way to help them find their way. A curious pulse can be found where its power concentrates. This thing. Nothing to remark. It's maybe not this. Could also... No, that's a Vestiger. We have that one. This one? No. I'm trying to find things that, like, the holes are used for something. I wonder if... Can I take this and, like, move down here and then bring the map out? Not that one. The other map. And then, like, hold this over it. Like, can we put it over, for example, that Strange Horticulture? No, I don't think so. I thought we would try it anyway. Where am I? Strange Antiquities is 29. So we're right here. Yeah, I don't think this is the thing. But we can do that, which is kind of interesting. The holes. Does it say holes plural? I think it does. The holes in a Valent are of roughly equal size and spacing. Those are definitely equal. Except for the one in the middle, I suppose. What about this? I just want to see if there's any power on my map. Although I don't think that's how that works. I don't think it can do it for the map. Roughly equal spacing. It doesn't say anything else about it. They're used by the adventurous to help them find their way. A curious pulse can be felt where its power concentrates. Oh, this little guy gonna get dwarfed. I'm moving this over here so I can see it. I wish I could find... See, this is interesting here. Maybe the color of the gem. Blue gemstone. Like, actually blue. An anchor between body and mind. Don't think it's that. Good vibes. We got loads of good vibes going around today. Feisty, have you been playing this already? I know you said something about Strange Horticulture. This has yellow, green, and black. The black one I'm not sure about. Oh god, Osric. Onyx. Black striated, stone of the night and darkness. There are some who fear it and some who are seduced by it. I don't think that's it. Although the stone of sight is kind of useful. And then the yellow one? Like amber? Sunstone, fire, and light, heat and life. I don't think that's going to be the one. It says holes plural though. Gold iron, orange gemstone, turquoise gemstone, and a pale yellowy orange. What's up with the clock? Yeah, I don't know. I broke it and now it goes backwards. And then I think that's kind of concerning. Just a little bit concerning. Like this, why? What does that mean? In the cupboard hidden in the counter. What do you mean? Is it this? Is this the cupboard that's hidden in the counter? How do I open it? I feel like I open it with something like this, but I don't know. Oops. Sorry, I really didn't mean to zoom in on you. I apologize. I was very randomly aggressive. Time isn't real. It's true. I don't want to trial and error it. I have multiple. So what we have with holes in them, we have, excuse me. Okay, you know what? You go back to your shelf. Go back to your shelf. I might try. Can you feel power anywhere? Part of me wonders if maybe I have to deal with this. Do I have Diurnic Seal? Hold on a second. Well, he can just wait for a second. Do we have like seal? No. Object made from silver. Something produces a diurnic field. What produces a diurnic field? I feel like I knew something that produced a diurnic field, but I've forgotten. Something object made from silver. See, I was thinking of looking for the actual symbol. Enhance! That's certainly a face. Yeah, we have so much magic in here that we're starting to actually affect the flow of time. It's pretty special. All right, you just stay there for now. We'll deal with that in a minute. I don't know if I have the thing I'm looking for. I assume I do, but... Valent. This really speaks to me. I wish there was more information on what it looks like. Like, we have a compass and we have this thing. What's that called? It's not a protractor, right? Can we affect the flow of time enough to put us in the good timeline where Rampe lived? I've forgotten. It makes me think of like the other kind of compass. Yeah, that's what I was thinking. It looks like the walkie thing. It looks like the other kind of compass, like the one that you would use to draw like a circle or whatever. But I don't remember a compass that I had having this kind of device in it. But maybe it is just a compass. In which case, do we have anything that looks vaguely compass-like? It has to have holes in it. What are gold and iron associated with? I don't think they actually tell you. I think they just tell you that they're a thing. They're just called a compass. Like this thing here. Look, I can look through you at your eye. I don't know what the symbol is underneath. There's like a triangle and then like 3 points. Just chuck the whole shop at him. We could do that. There's that 4-point doodad just there on the right that looks like it has 2 big holes. Do you mean... wait, this thing? My compass only takes me to the Black Pearl. It's useless. So my only problem with this, because I actually think it does look like a compass as well, is that this means heat and this means cold. Which makes me think that it's for something else. No, you might be right. Because I thought the exact same thing. And the green gem means something else. Where is it? It's not jade, though. It's like a... It looks like this. A stone of sight. Sight? I mean... Sight could do it. Oh, true. The hot and cold game could be that you're getting warmer. That's true. I wish I could tell what these were. What if we try putting it on the map? That's the castle. I don't want to use the castle. I don't know if it will work on the map. I have no idea if it actually does anything on the map, but... Like... Does it do anything? No, it doesn't. The gap in the bottom hole makes it feel like less like holes. Oh, true. It does say that it has holes that are the same. The holes are roughly equal size and spacing. I still think it's this one, but then it has multiple holes in the middle too. Do you know what I mean? I do too. It's not special. Yes, I'm overthinking it. I could just chuck... I also think this, but then... Why does it float? It's rough and pitted. It vibrates with energy. Wait, oh, fuck. It's gonna be like the thing. It points. It's gonna be that, isn't it? God damn it. Hi, Ash. How are you? Fuck. I thought about this one. I didn't even think to see how it felt at the top. This item has evenly spaced holes. On closer inspection, I'm able to feel energy concentrated at its tip. Have fun with that, mate. A Valent. I can't see how that would be a negative thing. All right. So he's given me... Oh my god. What can I do with this? Do I do anything with that? I should read the Book of Curses. Yeah, I can't figure out how to open the Book of Curses. I feel like it's something to do with this. Well, no, I want to use this. Can I use this on that map? Do something. Do stuff. Do things. Spring divider, wing divider. Oh my goodness. You're so very sleepy. Hollow Knight DLC. Yeah, the important part was the function for sure. Just the tip vibrates. I was expecting you'd notice earlier. Point the way, little vibrator. I don't know what I'm supposed to do with that map yet, but I am a curious girl. And I really want to open one of these loot boxes. But I really want to open that one, and I feel like if I open that one, I'm dead. So... Diurnic seal, object from silver. Hang on. Diurnic seal. I don't see anything about that anywhere. Produces a diurnic field. Oh, I really want to click on one of these, but I probably shouldn't. What's the worst that can happen? I lose the game because I died. That's the worst that can happen. That's the worst that can happen. Can you hover over the one in the lower left? I thought I saw something. Which? On the map? Hold on. This one? You see my archive drawer? Yes, you can. There's a date. There is a date. I don't know what to do with that. I think some of them do have dates. They have years associated with them, but I'm not sure when to open them. My archive drawer is... Why is it not letting me open the archive drawer? I thought I could open it from the top, but clearly not. We have this. This. Oh, wow. That just swapped locations. That's so weird. These are all solved. We got this one. And that one. And here's something to get you started. I have this as well. I'm going to pop down here with that one. Hi, Dietrich. Hello. Hi. Bonnie. Oh, Bonnie, don't give her anything. I feel like I'm going crazy here. I know who's behind this madness, all those people with the pitch black eyes. But nobody's listening to me. 7 years ago, my father died the same way. Well, since nobody will listen, I'm going to take care of it myself. A Corvin's Might, please, and I'll be on my way. Do we give it to her or no? What does a Corvin's Might do? Corvin's Might. Corvin's Might, sometimes called an eagle's gift, is an assassin's tool that makes use of Wixic power. When the warrior queen Corvin was surrounded and close to defeat, a gift came to her from an unlikely source. With it, she turned the tide of battle, and the legend of the Bloody Queen was born. That does not sound like a good thing to give her. Okay, or what's the other thing? Grey's Grace. Let me see. Worn as a pendant to dispel melancholy, they share the design of a shadow catcher. Okay. Oops. Shadow catcher. Grey's Grace and Shadow's Hold. Okay. Or Shadow Hold, sorry. So it's this. So that's a Shadow Hold. I think it's this. Worn as a pendant to dispel my heart feels lighter. I think it's that. I think I want to give that to her. She definitely feels like she's being attacked by evil forces. Give me the magical Glock. Now, which one is the other one? I think it would be worth finding it. So, Corvin's Might. Does it say what it looks like? Sometimes called an eagle's gift, is an assassin's tool that makes use of Wixic power. An eagle's gift. Makes me think of feathers, but I don't think it's going to be this. White feather, pinkish gemstone, green porcelain. I have nothing to remark. It smells like rotten eggs. It could be an eagle egg, I don't know. This could also be, like, if this was like a bird talon or a bird claw. I think we're going to give her this, though. I suspect that this will help her. I hope. With, like, killing everybody else. Nice. Using the index, I can find a sketch of a shadow catcher design in my book, a design that this item shares. Closer inspection reveals that it does indeed dispel melancholy. And we got Spirit Vault. Don't insult me, Thaumaturge. This isn't some depression that can be cured with your little trinkets. You came to my little trinket shop. I will get a hold of a Corvin's Might. Oh no. Is she gonna kill me now? I'm slightly concerned. Grace. I'm slightly concerned. She is so angry. Okay. Before we end the day, though, I still want to do something with this, and I want to do something with this. Find it in the cupboard, hidden in the counter. I also want to figure out this. Like, do something. The eyeball, do something. There's gotta be something. But I don't know what. Oh yeah, every time I pet the cat. And before finishing the day, and as soon as we start the day. This whole, there are times that are written on the clock. Is giving me big coordinates energy. Big coordinates energy. It's gotta be a code of some sort. And then if I do it enough, the time starts moving backwards and is broken. And each of the different ones has a different moon phase associated with it. The number of people who'll be unable to read that clock because it isn't digital is a little sad. I was actually thinking about this the other day because Blue Prince, I think, had some clock related shenanigans at some point. I don't know what that means. I need to end this day, but I really want to open that cupboard. Does the clock change if I... Okay, it doesn't change the thing. Okay. I need to go to the bathroom. I'm so sorry, but I drank a lot of water this morning, so I need to go to the bathroom, and then I'll come back. I'm not ending the day yet because I want to see what it is. Crack the mystery cupboard. Let's go. I really need to figure it out, but I will be right back. I won't be long. I'll give you words on stream, okay? Do you want me to leave the spooky music on? I'm leaving the spooky music on. Do they really not teach you to read an analog clock? I think nowadays, no. Unfortunately not. So, here's the thing. I want to figure out what's going on with the clock. I don't know what's going on with the clock. I don't know if I have the things to figure that out. I want to figure this out too. This is interesting because we find the cupboard, but that makes me think we can open it. Now, I've said already, I feel like... Let me open the cupboard. This symbol is the same as this symbol, right? Does it have the same number of petals? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7? Yeah, 7. Yeah, it's the same. So, can I... Jupiter, do you think maybe you could knock it off and see if you break it? There's definitely like a little notch at the top, and I feel like I need... Jupiter, please knock it off. Please knock it off. Jupiter, look. I think he's too sleepy. Do I have anything I could, like, insert? Can I click on that? In there? Or, like, can I rotate it? No. I get a different cursor on... Hang on. I get a different cursor on... Ooh! Wait, I don't think that's what we need, is it? Put that back in. Oh, shit. This one? Is that right? Holy shit. Is that right? Wait a second. Did we do this in the demo and I just forgot? Did we do this in the demo and I just forgot? Because I feel like we did something with the cupboard in the demo. Maybe I just revealed the cupboard in the demo. I don't remember. Oh, I don't remember. Jupiter's like, I'm done for the day. It's esports. What's this? Oh, this will be the Book of Curses. That's a cool book. That's a cool book. On curses and their effects. Right, okay, we'll read that in a second. What's this? Oh, some kind of green organic material. It looks like it came from Shivering Isles in Oblivion. Never underestimate the pee break for making my brain not suck. All right, well, I think we could... Wait, I want that back. Can I have that back? No! Is that all it's for? No! During the pee break, I actually was thinking to myself... So I thought about this a lot because this little, like, bit here, is that just for hanging the necklace? I was like, do I have a key I can stick in there? And then I was like... thinking about whether or not there was maybe mention of it in the book, and then I was thinking, did I have something I could combine it with? And then okay, whatever. You can go back in there. Maybe it is just the gap for the necklace thing. I noticed the hand changing straight away when I played, and every time you moved the mouse over them and said it's different, and then clicking everything but the petals. It's so annoying that I did that. You gotta pee all the random thoughts out to be able to solve the puzzle. On curses and their effects. Black heart. The heart of the sufferer feels constricted as though it is clamped in a vice. The skin is pale and cold to the touch, and veins stand out darkly on the body. Eventually death will occur. Braxis. Characterized by necrosis of the flesh, the afflicted will feel no pain, but the scarring has no cure. Breath of Lyra. While those affected appear to be able to breathe normally, they feel as though they're choking. Burning blood. The subject has a sensation of burning from the inside out. It is rarely survived, and those that do never fully recover. Morgan's insanity. A poison of the mind. Noctic sight. Those suffering from this curse speak of increasingly vivid nightmares. The sapphire curse. Marked by a telltale blue tint to the eyes. Those under this curse are plagued by waking hallucinations. Tormund's paralysis affects the mouth and tongue so that speech becomes impossible. Why do I feel like everybody in this town is cursed? Okay, so there's just those. All right, well, you can join the other books. You might want to stay away from the other books. Right, I don't want to start this right away because I still want to see if there's anything else. I'm still missing one of these. I still want to see this. Produce a field. Even though invisible to the naked eye, they can be observed by placing an object over a thalamic lens. I still think the clock is a thalamic lens. This one we've done, so that can go in the archive. This one, I don't know if we have enough information on it yet. We have enough marketing. They live in Cumbria. Isn't that a curse in itself? I don't know about this one. I need to keep this out on the table. I don't know about that one. Something that produces a diurnic field. Do we have... I'm sorry. I'm going to skip through a few of these things that we know. An ecumenical is a receptacle, commonly featuring a memento mori that acts as an aid to recollection. A memory cannot reside in both the mind and the ecumenical at the same time, and it cannot be stored indefinitely. When a memory has been left for long periods, it can begin to emit unpleasant vapors. It's gonna be the fucking pot that smells funny, like egg. An empty ecumenical, on the other hand, has an ominous presence pulling at the threads of one's mind. Memento mori, a reminder of death. Maybe it won't be. Ambra. These items cause mental fog, a withering of intellect and thought. They are slow to work, requiring several hours to have any effect. Through prolonged use, they can cause the whites of the eyes to turn black and the subject to become deeply disoriented. They produce a noctic field. So, something that produces a diurnic field then. Hang on a second. We only have a couple of mentions of diurnic, right? We only have the sleep vessel, but I don't think it says that it produces a diurnic field. Maybe I don't have the knowledge of the item yet that I need. What happened, Derek? Who stole an F-16? Does your new goo rattle? I mean, good question. Let's find out if my new goo rattle. I hate that. Color, wood. Green organic material, more wood. It is kind of a rattle, isn't it? Hard, thin, and delicate. Sounds hollow when tapped. Nothing to remark. No. I don't know if I've got anything that feels like... What are these? Nothing to remark. There was an unpleasant sensation at the back of my skull. Oh, well, that's nice. That's really nice. I don't like that at all. I don't know if I have enough information to deal with that note yet. Just a standard weird object. Oh, I see, Derek. I see. Something by a diurnic seal. This says produces a diurnic field. That looks like it could be a T or a C. Something object made from silver. I might have to... I don't want to end the day. I really think this... Like... Part of me thinks this is the lens, but I don't know. Can I do anything with the spider? No. Okay, well, that's fine. Hi, baby. Oh, I don't know why I did that. The end day button's right there. End of day 8. As his mind roiled in confusion, he watched through his remaining good eye as his partner lunged toward the satchel that contained the casket. To his horror, he saw that his partner's eyes were black. Now, wasn't there something about one of the tombs? Diverging hook. Deep underground, exploring the tunnels below the Kirkhead Tower, and they made a discovery. Their relation that they find would soon turn to horror. The end of the long passageway, after days spent clearing away dangerous rock falls, the duo came upon a chamber. In it, they found a small stone tomb, too small to contain human remains. Inside was the reason they had toiled so hard, a small black casket, very valuable small black casket. They knew enough not to open it, but perhaps too little to fully understand the danger it posed. At camp that night, one of the pair had awoken with pain in his left eye. He was alert to the threat at once, recognizing two things at the same time. One, a part of his mind was not his own, and two, the casket wanted to be opened. He knew what he had to do. Without hesitating, he took hold of his diverging hook and used it to cut away the infected part of his mind before it could spread and consume him entirely. As his mind roiled in confusion, he watched through his remaining good eye as his partner lunged toward the satchel that contained the casket. To his horror, he saw that his partner's eyes were black. So creepy. This has got to be something to do with the tomb, right? Yeah, there we go. There we go. That's a gravestone, right? Do the writing inside. Do the writing inside. There's no writing! Do I have to find one that matches the shape? I think I do. So, let's explore here and pull this card up. So I want one that looks like that. I mean, that one kind of does. Are there any others that fit that shape? That's smooth down the side, so I don't think it's that one. It could be the one we just saw. This one here? That looks about the right shape, doesn't it? Can I look at that? Correct me if I'm wrong, but I think that one there with a 1688 written on it looks about right. I think that looks about right. Hi. Yes, I am absolutely messing with things that man was not meant to know. That looks good to me. I don't think the other ones do. Go on then. Yay! I squeeze through a partially collapsed passageway and emerge in a small chamber. Glinting in the flickering torchlight, I catch sight of a pendant draped across an old gravestone. Ooh, it's pretty. It took you 2 goes. I am just obsessed with gravestones, clearly. Where's my cat? Where is Jupiter? I mean, he goes places, right? Is he there? Did I miss him? Is he literally sitting there? What are you talking about? When you said mom, I was like, is he literally sitting right in front of me and I'm just really unobservant? Jupiter is the thaumaturge's cat, or more accurately, Eli is Jupiter's thaumaturge. Jupiter finds strange antiquities, perhaps drawn to the curiosities within, and made it his home. Eli was more than happy to accommodate him, but he learned early on that Jupiter was his own master. His business is his own, but it largely consists of regular naps, terrorizing rodents, and midnight explorations of Undermere and beyond. What he does on his excursions is a mystery, but he seems to be well known among the town's residents. He better be okay. A devourer of souls, is this a service they provide? He better be okay. My awakening ceremony takes place at the convent tomorrow. I will need a talon. Oh god. I mean, okay. Fair, Sojander. Alright. The League of the Amphesian Heart uses these items as part of its grim initiation rite. They guard their secrets closely, but it is said that they worship the ancient nameless gods, communing with them via the broken path. Acolytes must press the tip of a talon hard against their cheekbone to the point of drawing blood. They perform this act nightly for 49 days, 7 sevens, after which the scar will forever mark them. Like little tiny eyebrows. Okay, nameless gods, you say? And that's the only reference to them, really? Broken path? Do, 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 do. Blood. I mean, it could be the thing we saw. It could be. Do we know anything about the Amphesian Heart? Not really. Like, this looks like a talon to me, and it's covered in red. Hi, downtown. How are you? We've all done that, haven't we? Huge black gemstone streaked with red, iron and iron.
Are you still there?
Okay.
Super Miss Psyche 64.
Hi, Fluffy. Thank you for the 64 months. Welcome back. How are you doing? Feel like the scar would forever mark you if you did that with any object. Yeah, right. The only thing here is this talon is around a rock and it's made of iron, so it doesn't make me feel like that can come out, you know? Is it a real talon? Do we have something that's curved like that instead? I'm trying to look for things that fit that shape. So like we have this thing here, but I think it's too pointy. Do you know what I mean? Anything over this side? I don't think so. Like, talon's the wrong word though. Just realized my phone autocorrected and I've registered for an event under the name Danish. I mean, close but not quite. Well done. I'm sorry, Fluffy. I hope you feel better soon. What? Hang on a second. So this definitely 2 fingers to the cheek to give you tiny eyebrows on your cheek. I don't see anything else that really fits that shape. They guard their secrets closely, but it's said that they worship the ancient nameless gods, communing with them via the broken path. Acolytes must press the tip of a talon hard against their cheekbone to the point of drawing blood. They perform this nightly act for 49 days, 7 sevens, after which the scar will forever mark them. yeah, true. Same snake. I was just going to say, I need to see if there's a snake. She does have the snake, so I would imagine... Do I have any information about her, or is she just a random lady? Oh, she might be this lady. No, I don't think so, because I think it would have updated it already. I think it's the fingers. Ah, try fingers butthole. Those are definitely hands, though. The shape of the nail tips match the scarring on the cheek of the person in the sketch. Hi, Corvo. You're going to force yourself to play Gwent. I hope you have a lovely day. A folly, Morgan's folly, a folly symbol can be revealed to induce a trance-like state in anyone who casts their eye upon it, making them open to suggestibility. Right, so this is an Amphesian talon. I feel like that's got some bad juju with it. It just feels, it's just got bad vibes. I don't know how to explain it. It has bad vibes. You could describe those nails as talons, but it just made me think that it was going to actually be like, I don't know, something else. Where's my cat? This is just not okay. I want my cat back. Hi. Simone Green. Hello. Oh, where's Jupiter today? I always look forward to coming in to say hello to him. I don't know, but he better be all right. I've been working my way through the journal, but it's heavy going. No, something with the sole purpose of face stabbing isn't really positive, is it? Keep coming back to this series of sketches. Does this mean anything to you? Could it relate to the plinths? Oh, oh, oh! Is it going to be the rest of the note? Is it going to be pictures? It's going to be pictures. I have no idea what that means. Hang on. Okay, so we have this. Right, this swirliness, apart from the fact that we already know that there's something that has that shape on it. I want to double check. I'm pretty sure that... Was that the rebirth one? No, it's the spirituality one? Yeah. These are numbered squiggles. This one is an object made from silver. Now, I'm pretty sure I have this. I'm not sure that that's... I don't know that that's necessarily a good idea, though. Diurnic seal? It was an evocant. Wait, was an evocant one of the things that I read about in that? No, it was a stone thing. That's weird. Do I have another swirly? I'm looking at all the symbols. Produces a diurnic field is the other one. I do feel like these are related. Uno reverse. I like having it in my head that we're actually just playing Uno. I think that's quite cute. The green one. Oh, yes, this one does have a swirl. Green gemstone, dark wood. Nothing to remark. Scent and sound. It has a pleasant scent that reminds me of the forest. Rough, hard, and cool. Do we know what that could be? Actually, hang on. What does the green, I'm pretty sure, is just going to be related to nature, right? Moritz, thank you so much for the raid. Hi. Excuse me. How are you doing? I would say that's jade more than anything. A stone of earth and of nature. That could be it. But a diurnic seal. What does that mean? What's the first word? Thank you, Corvo. We'll be doing more Witcher 3 on Thursday. I'm excited. And then a silver object. Do we have something? No, again, I feel like I really need to figure this bit out because that looks similar, but I don't think it's the same. This is a diurnic field pattern. I don't think it's going to have the symbol on it. I suspect it's going to create a pattern when put over a lens. This could be the lens. But I'm missing a card, I think. Okay, I'm just going to get somebody else to come in. Thanks, Mischief. I've come back for that Corvin's Might, and I'm not taking no for an answer this time. What's she going to do? Something old, something new, something borrowed, something horribly cursed. I want a Corvin's Might. Either you give it to me or you never see your cat again! Oh, this bitch is going down. Use the murder thing on her. I would kill a bitch. Oh my god. Oh my god. I want a Corvin's Might. Like, do you know what? Can I kill her? First of all, which one's a Corvin's Might? Just in case I do need to actually pick one to bring it with me. I need to identify it. I think that's this. I think this is a Corvin's Might. Because Corvin's Might, sometimes called an Eagle's Gift, is an assassin's tool that makes use of Wixic power. When the warrior queen Corvin was surrounded and close to defeat, a gift came to her from an unlikely source. With it, she turned the tide of battle and the legend of the Bloody Queen was born. I think it's that. Oh, no, Fluffy. Right, okay. Take it to the woods behind Calgarth. Where the fuck is Calgarth? Calgarth Hall, 25. So in here. That's close enough, says the voice from the shadows. Give me the Corvin's Might and I'll return your cat. I peer into the gloom, but I can't see anyone amongst the trees. I hesitate. I should give her what she wants, but then again, I am a thaumaturge. I don't always have to do what people want. Perhaps there's a better way to find out where Jupiter is. A diverging hook is a way to carve thoughts from the mind of another. If done with skill, the third party may have no realization that the thought was ever there at all, but it is all too easy to leave a mind in disarray. Even when approached with care, the unanchored thoughts are easy to lose track of. They have a single gemstone from each of the 3 thalmic branches. Take the Eva cunt and club her over the head with it. Oh, what do I do? So, listen, if I give her the Corvin's Might, I think she's just going to kill people anyway. Give her the magic nuke or cut her brain open. Dang, what a choice. Get hooked. Clubs her over the head with a diverging hook. You cannot take my cat. Steal the cat, steal the mind. I know. I'm pretty sure I know which one they're talking about. I'm surprised it's called a hook. Because we have the 3 gemstones on this guy right here, but we also have one on this guy. But I think these 3 are actually from the different things. So we have the green one, the gold one, the pale yellowy one, and then the black one. So, for reference, it says the 3 thalmic branches. So we have, it would be, oops, oh no, Eli. The yellow one, which is like a yellow or orange, sometimes containing impurities. That's diurnic, mentic, and Dradic. Whereas the other one would be turquoise, and then we have like an orange gemstone, pale yellow. The pale yellow might actually be different. Yeah, it's this one, Wixic. So that would be Wixic, diurnic, and I think that's jade. Is the other one, so it would be Dradic. Now, we would need to have one from each of the 3 branches. So, I mean, so the pale yellow would not be amber. The pale yellow would be topaz. We would have mentic, Wixic. Those are both the same. Aren't they? Yeah, those are the same branch. So it wouldn't be this one. because the green and the pale yellow are in the same thing. Now, we also have this, which is pink, black, and orange. So there's the pink. That would be Selenic. The orange, I'm guessing, is going to be amber, which would be diurnic. And the black is it onyx or is it dradic? That looks like onyx to me because the striations on it. But then that would be diurnic and noctic in the same thing. So it might be the other one with the little guy. Hi, Dawn. How are you? Because it is amber, turquoise, and whatever the other thing is. This one. So it's Wixic and Dradic and Diurnic. Wixic, Dradic, Diurnic. I think it's this little guy. Here's where I feel like it's actually unclear what the good thing to do is. But I don't think giving her this is a good idea. A Corvin's Might. An assassin's tool. When the warrior Queen Corvin was surrounded and close to defeat, a gift came to her from an unlikely source. With it, she turned the tide of battle and the legend of the Bloody Queen was born. True, they're around his head. That's true. And he has a hole in his face. So, I don't feel like giving her the Corvin's Might is a good idea. There's no such thing as good, it's true. Everyone has a hole in their face, though. I have a few. This is tough. The item has a gemstone for each of the thalamic branches, amber from the diurnal, aquamarine from the celestial, and topaz from the individual. What would Jupiter do? Fuck her up? Let me label this. I'm pretty sure that's pretty bad. That feels pretty bad to me. I focus my attention on the diverging hook, searching the woman's mind hurriedly for any thought relating to Jupiter. It doesn't take long for her to realize that something is wrong. She steps out from the shadows with an enraged look on her face and lunges at me, causing me to slice wildly with the diverging hook. Her feelings of anger flow through the hook into me and scatter. She stumbles forwards, confused now, and I try again, this time latching onto a swirling image of Jupiter's face, and I cut once more. I learn instantly that Jupiter is safely stowed aboard the Merry Belle, and I back away uncertainly, feeling a complex mixture of anger and pity at the now placid woman in front of me. Obviously I'm going to the Merry Belle. Is it 23? The Merry Belle is an old paddle steamer that hasn't been in working condition for many years. There's nobody aboard, or nobody that I can see at least, so I climb over the railing and start peering through grimy windows. As I approach the far side of the boat, I hear desperate crying coming from behind a windowless door. I try the handle and it opens to reveal an unimpressed cat with mismatched eyes. Jupiter. He springs from his prison into my arms. I hold him tight to my chest and he rubs my chin with the back of his head, purring with delight. Oh, my baby! Catnapped, not forgotten. You didn't realize you had to go collect Jupiter and you left him alone for another day? What if giving her the Corvins is good for business? True. Welcome back, my boy. Hello, Wyatt Collings. I think I've been cursed. Oh no, I'm so sorry. 2 weeks ago, I was quietly minding my own business in the Guilty Ram when a stranger came up to me. He handed me a book titled The Changes of Dr. Learmonth before leaving. Something about it intrigued me enough to take it home with me. Ever since I read the first page, I've been having terrible nightmares and they're getting worse. I spoke to Dr. Robertson and she sent me here. Nightmares. I read about nightmares a second ago, but I can't remember where I read it. So, there's fear. Nightmare. Sleep basil. They help people to stay awake. No. That's a terrible idea. Over time, the repeated use can become more and more difficult to handle. That's not what we wanted. Comfort, maybe? Or, like, fear. Spirit eye or that thing. Spirit eye. There are some who stay away from spirit eyes, believing them to be a window into a world that should not be seen, and others who deride their fear as nothing more than superstition. It is not clear exactly what they do show. Another layer beneath the visible world, perhaps. That seems like a bad idea. A layer that requires something more than the traditional senses to experience. No, go for it. Sedona, you're fine. Thank you for asking, though. Warn about the neck to place them closer to the heart. These innocent-looking items instill a sense of fear and paranoia. I don't think that would help. Oops. It could be in the curse book. Yeah, you're right. I forgot that we had that. Was there one about nightmares? Ah. Those suffering from this curse speak of increasingly vivid nightmares. Noctic. Thank you. Noctic sight. Moonstone Guardian. For the banishment of Hobbs, fear, and Noctic sight, these tend to take the form of a comforting guardian. A comforting guardian? Sorry, I must pet the cat. The cat? Do I feel comfort? No, I feel nothing. I don't know that cats would necessarily be very comforting to people who don't like hang out with cats a lot. This feels weird. No, I don't. I feel a strong sense of being watched. Probably not. Probably not. I don't really have another one. It does have a... Actually, yeah, you're right. That's a plant. It does have a moonstone in it, but I feel nothing, apparently. Gold and light pink gemstone, warm and smooth. What does it say about the gemstone? Oh, Selenic. Pearly opalescent, usually pink off-white. A stone of protection enveloping night. That could be it. It's the only one I think that feels like a comforting guardian. And we know Jupiter's a comforting guardian. Let's give it a go. Yay! Hi, Baron. Good morning. The item features a moonstone. A cat could be considered a comforting guardian. Certainly to me. We got another page. I'm gonna tag this. Oh, I got Unbound. Lift a curse. Moonstone Guardian. There we go. Okay. We still have stuff to solve. Verona's back! There's not much that can unsettle me these days, but I found something at Calgarth Hall that I'd rather I hadn't. In the cellar where they found those two poor girls, I came across a bubbling black mess that was oozing from the rock itself. Seems there's a sickness in Undermere. It's in the earth and the water, and it's spreading. Suppose it falls to me to find out where it's coming from. If it's underground, then underground's where I'll start to see if I can find anything in the catacombs. I realize now that I've been a little careless. I've been getting headaches. I won't go into the catacombs without a sextrum. Okay. A sextrum. Do we already have a sextrum? For something else? No. Protects against insanity. In all its forms, these items, like the mind itself, are not well understood. I'm pretty sure it's this. I'm fairly confident. Fairly confident. Because this is the symbol for insanity and this is the symbol for protection. This item features symbols of protection surrounding a symbol of insanity, hinting at its protective properties. I loved it, Smoothie! You absolutely have to. It's so good. Whoops. Alright, there we go. Good boy. I still feel like I'd like to solve... Oh, you can come back up, by the way. I'd like to solve this and this to do this thing. I just don't know what number 2 is. We are definitely getting into the cold part of the year now. My fingers are so cold. My comforting guardian requests the food. You heard it protects against sodomy? Don't know who did the soundtrack on this, but they nailed it. It's so good. It's like slightly creepy, but like hauntingly creepy, you know? I think the pendant with the 3 stones. Which, this one? For which? Yeah, it's not all up in your face, right? I feel like I need a way to detect fields. And right now, I can see what you mean. The problem is it's supposed to be made from silver, and it has silver in it. Oh, does it have silver? No, it's iron, but it's silver in color. Is the only thing. I feel like we'll probably get more information about it. I hope. Hi, Romy. Good morning. How are you? Day 9. He tried to use the diverging hook on his partner as he had done on himself, but he couldn't find no part of him that had not been taken over by the infection. His partner's hands ripped at the satchel, tearing it open and sending the black casket tumbling out. Far less creepy and scary than we'd hoped. Really? Are we gonna find another one in the... Oh, we're going into the catacombs again. Below a moon that does not shine, there is no mark upon my shrine. In the dark, but not alone, my neighbor bears a cross of stone. My neighbor bears a cross of stone. Below a moon that does not shine. All right, go on then. I did open the cupboard. Below a moon that does not shine, but my neighbor... There is no mark upon my shrine. In the dark, but not alone, my neighbor bears a cross of stone. So, below a moon that does not shine. So, it could be this one, because this is a moon. There's a moon here, but this one is alone. There's a moon here. Could be this one. These two, but then there's 3 of them. I would say... It's probably below this moon. And it's going to be this one because the neighbor bears a cross of stone. Because it has nothing written on it. Whereas this one's on its own, so it's irrelevant. The one below this, they all have something written on them or some marking on them. So I think it's this one. Yay! I find the blank tombstone without too much trouble, but there's nothing else here. Feeling foolish, I begin to make my way back to the surface when suddenly I see it, tucked away in a natural crack in the rock wall, a stone totem. This is what I came for. Ooh, it's a little guy! It's a little guy. Okay. Let's ring the bell. Hello, Catherine Walpole. I have traveled a long way searching for an eye of the forest. I have read stories of the Dreyer of old who would hunt in partnership with an eagle, seeing what they see soaring on the wind. I intend to rekindle this lost custom. Perhaps you know something about it. Eye of Carnunos. Wait, didn't we have an eye? No, we had the voice of Carnunos, right? Known as the Eyes of the Forest, these ancient artifacts enable one to enter the minds of lesser creatures. It is alleged that Carnunos himself wielded an eye. Eyes of Carnunos are hard to come by. They are powerful and should not be used carelessly. Now, this could be a bit on the nose. Green marble, not a gemstone, with iron. Cool and smooth, intricate detailing. Nothing to remark about the scent. No inner perception. Meanwhile, this has a green gemstone and dark wood. And the green gemstone we know already to be associated with nature. Whereas this is just a marble. So the eye might be... The eye might be somewhat of a red herring. Mines. We have a lot of stuff about that. I hope What's-Her-Face shows up and has one of those dollar store fake glasses, nose and mustache to try and buy the Corbin. Yeah, I'd like that. Where else is Carnunas mentioned? Leadheart and The Voice. So the Leadheart has no pictures. Oops. The Voice has a picture. Oh, that looks like his staff! Hi, Erimar, how are you? That definitely looks like his staff. Nice. Using the index in the book, I can find a sketch of Carnunas holding an item that looks very similar to this one. The Jade Gemstone, a stone of nature, hints at the connection to the natural world. Ah, yeah, buddy. I'm gonna give that one a neutral tag because it feels like it's one of those things where you like have to do it really well. I probably spelled that wrong. Isn't it a cool drawing? I really like it. Hi, kitten. David Schaefer. I was expecting to talk with Verona Green this morning, but she wasn't at home. Damn, you're good. Thanks. Unusual for her. I hope she's okay. I hope she is. What's the letter say? If you can spare the time, we'd appreciate your help. There's something unusual in our house, so you can't miss us. We're the only detached house on Ruskin. Warmest regards, Mrs. R. Bream. Alrighty. No, Verona was the nice old lady. She's this one. This lady. The one who is the occultist. She also said something about the thing that I wanted to read about. Her most recent visit, she said, there's a sickness in Undermere. It's the earth and water, and it's spreading. I suppose it falls to me to find out where it's coming from. If it's underground, then underground's where I'll start. But she didn't say where she went. I know, why wouldn't you just tell us what house... what house number you are? Right, where's Ruskin? Ruskin. You're probably going to see it before. There it is. The only detached house on Ruskin. I think it's that one. I'm greeted by a tired-looking middle-aged woman who immediately... Oh, it's me. I'm not middle-aged yet. There was somebody who said that 30 is middle-aged. I was like, bitch, what era do we live in? Greeted by a tired-looking middle-aged woman who immediately offers me tea. I gratefully accept, enjoying the social ritual before we meander towards the point of my visit. She leads me up the stairs and into the attic. A single small window does little to dispel the gloom, but our eyes slowly adjust. Then we hear the voices. At first I think it's the house creaking in the wind, soft murmuring groans that seem to come from the walls themselves, but then I start to feel as though a conversation is happening. Too quiet to make sense of. I know, but you know what? It was definitely someone in their early 20s. And would you know what I mean? And this is no shade at people in their early 20s who aren't like that. What I'm saying is, there seems to be this really weird sense of like self-loathing that comes from people who think that 30 is like old or whatever. And they sit there and they're like really nasty about how old people in their 30s are. And I'm like, you're gonna be 32. Like, you're gonna get there, bestie. Are you gonna feel the same way then? Probably not. Lucy, it is so cute. Strange Horticulture is amazing as well. So, so cute. Best. I stopped reading material from the Dark Ages for 30s. 30 was old age. Oh, look, an old Darksmack. How dare you? Right, so... Oh, there's the thing that amplifies sound, right? The hearing charm. With the hearing charm, I suddenly find myself able to pick up every small sound without difficulty. The whispered voices become clearer, and my heart beats faster as I hear what they are saying. They are discussing a section of the wall where some of the bricks are loose. Carefully, I pull them away to reveal a small cavity. Inside, to my horror, is a human skull, its dark eyes staring lifelessly back at me. At the insistence of the voices, I reach inside the cavity and my hand closes around an unusual-looking item. Immediately, the voices fall silent and my heightened senses are left with the whooshing drumbeat of the blood being pumped around my body. Wild. People have always been like that. It was the same 17 years ago. Maybe it's just me. I don't know. Whenever I was younger, I didn't think of people who were in their 30s as being old. That's cool. Hi, little guy. You can go up there. Hi, Jupiter. Maybe some olds like you. Wow! Kind of the days where I can go to the local park and smack people that annoy me with a cane. No one can do anything for fear of causing me too much bodily harm. I'm 36 and I don't feel old. I don't feel old at all. Excuse me. Is that maybe one of the items? I don't know yet. I'm not sure. The shape might fit. I actually would like to examine it though. Bronze, a green gemstone. Sense of touch, raised detailing, and smooth. That looks like it's made out of jade or something. Nothing. I feel nothing apparently. Right, that can go into the archive. Okay. I pet you. Don't feel young, but that's more the health conditions. Yep. Why on earth are you older than me? I don't know. Drinking the blood. Never mind. My father's sword has a space in the hilt where a shimmer should go, but he sold it to buy whiskey a long time ago. Dad? No, sorry, I'm kidding. For whatever reason, he never did sell the sword itself. I wanted to restore it to its former glory. Shimmer. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Shimmer. Let me see. Oh. Armor worn by the Knight of Thorns. This is going to be something that fits in there. These belong to a series of objects that were designed to slot into armor or weaponry. They induce calm rage in the face of the unimaginable horrors of battle, allowing the bearer to stay one step ahead. The Knight of Thorns famously wore a shimmer on his chestplate, but it didn't save him from being slain in the Battle of Sutherfell of 1356. Now I want to go and look at the thing to see if there's a... Do you mind if I run out to the graveyard? Or to the catacombs? The Knight of Thorns. Is he single? Okay, so it would fit in there, but is there 1350? Is there something that was found in 1356? No. Not with a marking on it, anyway. Well, we do have something that looks like a knight with a flower on it. And then something that looks like... Oh, 1356! Yes, we do. Never mind. This was a mistake. Oh, no. But I think he was there. Game's like, you already have an item, clearly. Okay, fine. I'm sorry. So very sorry for just being curious and wanting to dig up a grave. Shimmer. Right, something, it has like circular notches. Ish. I don't know, that's weird. Do we have something that has like, oh, I really need to stop being zoomed in. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. I seem to be stuck zoomed in. I can't get it to go away. There we go. Whoops. Okay, do I have something that has circular notches? This does, but I don't think they're big enough. Do, 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 do. Wait, hang on a second. He famously wore a shimmer on his chestplate, but it didn't save him from being slain. That guy didn't look like... Why do I keep coming down here? That guy doesn't look like a knight. That looks like a priest. Fuck. Okay. I just wanted to see. Anyway. Okay, fine. I wanted to do a little bit of grave robbing, okay? Father's sword has a space in the hilt where shimmer should go, but he sold it to buy whiskey a long time ago. For whatever reason, he never did sell the sword itself. I wanted to restore it to its former glory. I suppose it doesn't have to be the same shape. But, that being said, I feel like this looks right. But maybe it's not. It seems like that was a grave mistake. See, this has the 3 slots and then the one in the middle. I think it is this. Are they in the right? Yeah, they are. I think it's this. Yay! Because the circle in the middle, there's like a gem that could go in the... Anyway. Pendant would fit into the slot shown in the sketch. The topaz and obsidian gemstones hint at calm rage, whereas the malachite suggests foresight or staying one step ahead. I do need to start trusting my gut, but I never do. I never will. Oh, you can't zoom out when you're stuck over people in the middle. Right, that's a shimmer. I'm going to give that a neutral. Not that it's going to make much of a difference. Hi. I really still want to solve this, and I think I probably have the things I need, but I don't know. I don't know. Oh my god, you found an Uruk in Shadow of War named Shag the Warlock. I know! I could have got them right away, and I didn't. Freddie Lamb. Hello, Freddie Lamb. I work at the steel mill in Keswick, and I don't think there's one of us hasn't suffered a nasty burn. Okay. Do you have anything that can protect against that sort of thing? That knight needed a premium shimmer to stay 2 steps ahead of his enemy and not just 1. Right, a burn, you say. So I think something that needs to cool you down. Maybe? I have lots of things that have cold associated with them. Burn seems like the wrong word to look up. Danger? Technically it's danger. Silent Breath and Spirit Vault. Hi, Max. Silent Breath is sense danger before it arrives. And Spirit Vault. I don't think that's a good idea. A nasty burn. This is warm and cool. Pearlescent blue glass. Cool and smooth, surprisingly warm. Do we have anything? This is like cold and hot. I suppose it could imply transference of heat. Do I have anything else that has the cold symbol on it? Or something with the protection symbol, like protection against heat. Oh yeah, maybe injury. Is injury listed? No, only insanity. Pain. Witch's finger. They inflict pain. Fire, true. Maybe there's like a fire protect, or maybe we could do protection. Fire, there's a Cyrene ward. They endure intense heat. These unusual objects can permit the bearer to withstand fire and flame and remain unharmed. They do not, however, offer protection against the deadly basilisk itself. This could be what we're looking for. Fire. Da-da-da. Protection. Cyrene ward, Holgan Grim, or a shield charm. Shield charm is... generic charms of protection. I think you might be onto something with it being related to fire. Because the protection here takes you to a Cyrene ward made from basilisk scales. A material known to endure intense heat. Fire, flame, they do not, however, offer protection against the basilisk itself. Basilisk. Scales. Do we have... Is there something in there? Oh yeah, there is. It's just there's not enough room on that shelf anymore. That looks like a shield. Don't think it... leathery? Smooth. And then we have this is going to be heat related. Nothing to remark. Brown shard of some kind. Bronze, black gemstone, and orange gemstone. That's a possibility. What else do we have? These are all stuff I've already got. So we have a black gemstone. That, I would say that looks like obsidian rather than onyx. And that definitely looks like amber. I do have something that's linked to heat and cold, but it's both. So I'd say this was amber, sunstone, fire and light, heat and life. And then there's this, a stone of fire and fury. That feels a little on the nose, so probably not that. Although the scale is interesting. I don't think this would be, because it doesn't have a scale. It could be this. I don't see anything else that looks like it's made from the scale of a basilisk. That would be if we were to believe that that's what we were looking for, which would be the Cyrene Ward. I don't think we have anything else about them. Objects can permit the bearer to withstand fire and flame and remain unharmed. They do not, however, offer protection against the basilisk. I know, we need to send out Geralt. There were no symbols on these ones, no. Although they look like skulls on the black ones, don't they? Wonder if the like teardrop shape means anything. Let me see. Do we have anything like that? This is the protection one, so I was looking for that maybe. And then triangle would be fire. Taking scales from basilisk, so I might as well take its heart too. You get that bobblehead. Wow! I think only the Medusa go for GG, but that's an interesting thought. It does look similar, doesn't it? I would agree it looks similar to the basilisk scales. It's the right shape. Ah, what's the worst that can happen? Yay! Identified as Cyrene Ward. The item features a basilisk scale. The amber and obsidian gemstones hinted a connection to fire. Yeah, connection to fire, but not necessarily a connection to protection. But okay. You're welcome. He's speaking and I'm sitting here doing this. Sorry, I'm writing a card. My wife will be relieved. I found this down the side of the counter here just now while I was waiting. I don't know if it's something important or not. What is it? Oh! Yo! Second sight. Find the thalamic lens! Yo! Okay. What does this do? Oh! Well, now. Oh no, am I going to have to... Okay. I'm going to have to do the thing. A diurnic field. So do I have to, like, make it match? Oh god, okay. What a boss. You just found our little card for us. Diurnic. Circle at the top. Weird diamondy thing. How does this work? Oh! Oh, no. Big circle at the top. Little circle... Whoop. Little circle underneath. How far underneath? In the middle. Yeah, that's pretty much right. And then... I don't think I can move the big boy circle. They're kind of even in size. There we go. Now, how does this work? Maybe that's just for me to create it. Interesting. Produces a diurnic field. So what if we put it in front of the lens? Oh. Oh! That looks like the right kind of shape of swirl, doesn't it? I don't know why this immediately was the thing that, for some reason, I don't know. I feel like I held it in front of something in the demo, but no, I don't remember. An object made from silver. Okay, do we have anything that's just made from silver? Like, this is, like, stone, I think. That's tin. I really do keep wanting to use the eye. An object made from silver. An object made from silver. Do I have anything that's just silver? Tarnished silver. Okay, well... it could be 3, but I think other things are going to do 3. Oops. Made from silver. Are you made from silver? Iron. Fuck. This has something made from silver. No. I need something that makes the weird, like, 3-way circles. And it says an object made from silver. This is not silver, right? This is stone? Yeah. This is partially silver. Oh, that's different entirely. Oh! I forget what it was that makes things glow blue. Was it just the vestiger? It might have been. It might have been just that the vestiger does that. Yeah. Okay. What's this? This is made out of iron and bronze. Trying to get this one task 4 times now, and I've had emails and phone calls pull me out every time. I'm sorry. Cheap metal. Like, this has silver and gold. The bat is the wrong one. That might do it. Buy a diurnic seal. See, I don't think this is actually going to be the right item, because I suspect this thing saying buy a diurnic seal, like something. We can try it, I guess. Oh, it works! Hello? Thank you. Thank you, strange cupboard that lives in the front door. Well, okay, we did it. I think. Why did this not check off, though? Well, that's weird. I don't know why that didn't check off. That's very strange. Okay, well, that's all right. Audrey Bell. Hello again. Judgment is coming. We worship the warrior not out of love, but because he is powerful, because he demands our fear. What use is a god that you're not afraid of? Those of us who have read Holger's teachings have known about the prophecy for a long time, and now the casket will finally be open. That's a bad idea. It didn't check off because it wasn't set up in an earlier scene. I get it! It contains his final lesson for those who will not kneel. It contains his retribution against the sinful. It contains his divine rage. My preparations are underway to celebrate his wrath and prove our devotion. For now, a veiled fen is all that I require. Oh, I just happened to be open at that page. I'm not convinced your shop is inside a TARDIS. Oh my god, Amalea. It would explain the clock thing. It would. A veiled fen is brightly coloured in the light, but it clouds over after a short period in total darkness. It can be used to command attention from individuals or small groups of people. Public speakers sometimes use them as a substitute for charisma. They're brightly coloured in the light, but cloud over. Wait, is it the eye? Like if I put it over here, is it darker? Is it darker in the corner? No, it's not. I really do want to use the eye. I don't think it would be this. I also can't see because my big hand. We already know this one. Maybe this? Nope, not that. Unless it means something else, like if we put it over here in this corner. No, it stays bright. Brightly colored. Brightly colored in the light, but it clouds over after a short period of total darkness. Well, how do I provide total darkness? Do I have to blow out the candles? Can I blow out the candles? I can give them to her. Here, blow it out. No? Okay. Can I put something in a drawer? Oh, maybe. We could put the eye and this in the drawer. Veiled Fen. What if we open... Which drawer? This drawer. Let's pop this in here. Leave it in there, and then we'll do the bottle. It doesn't have to be just glowy, though. It has to be brightly colored, so it could be something else that's brighter. You know? Oh, it's the eye! It's the fucking eye. Here you go. I really wanted to use the eye. This item is brightly colored when placed in darkness, a drawer or cupboard, for example. The eye darkens. The eye has it. Right, so that's a veiled fen. Where did I put the eye? Is it still... Oh, it's here. What does it do? Command attention from individuals or small groups of people. Public speakers sometimes use them as a substitute for, charisma. I'm gonna give that neutral. Veiled fen. There we go. We did it. Okay. I still don't know why. Where did I put that note? This one. Why did I not figure that bit out yet? Why is it not marked off? When I feel like I lack charisma, I should wear an eye around my neck. I need a substitute for charisma just to get through the day. The two men fought as the heavens opened and lightning flashed across the night. One man wrested the casket from the other's grasp and leaped astride his horse, galloping off into the cold, wet darkness. Ping! Ugh. It's a baby's head. No, it's not. Oh, this is interesting. Okay. Interesting. Oh, I love how they just don't give me any information. Check the thing that you got. Wait, you mean this thing? Oops. What about it? Do you mean just look at it? Or when I was young and edgy, I had an eye of Horus or an ankh around my neck? I'm still edgy. What do you mean? I will never, ever, ever give up on the fact that I need to feel like the top bit up there does something. Right. That's annoying. Is it going to be at the center then? I have to use my eyeballs. How frustrating to have to use your eyeballs. Do I have this? I feel like this would be easier to find because it's like a building with a little notch in it. But it might be behind me. I was talking about this one. With like a step. Ooh, that has a little stepped bit with another bit underneath it. It's not exactly the same, but that would mean that we're this way. I think you're right. And then this way, there'd be a house on its own amongst a bunch of different ones. How far, though, from it? I'm guessing not very. What way would it be facing? It could be quite far, I suppose. Oh, it could be... No. Well, could it be that one? It could be that one, couldn't it? And then a bit that looks like a kind of end of a key. Could be this whole row of houses here, couldn't it? Which would put this at the center, I would assume. But it could also be that. But I think it would be that one. Yeah, let's go. When I draw back the curtain, I am unable... Whoa! Whoa! No, I didn't mean to zoom in on those. I am unable to control my exclamation of horror. Behind the dark red velvet is a silent, squirming, seething mass of eyes. All shiny and wet and alive. Fear takes hold before my mind catches up and I understand what I'm looking for, and when I do, I realize that it is looking right back at me. Expertly timed thunder. And when I do, I realize that it is looking right back at me. The object I'm looking for sits on a small shelf below, and the eyes watch as I snatch it and get out of there fast as I can. He's a little guy! I don't like that. Me either. It's a little guy. So many eyeballs. Ding. Little guy collection grows. Sarah Barrington, we think we finally located the wreck of the Orion out in the lake. Sadly, our funding has run out and we can't afford expensive diving equipment. But we put our heads together and wondered if there was another way. You're our last hope. Oh God, that's not good. Breathing underwater? I feel like I might have had something for that. Breathe, ask us. And ask us allows the bearer to breathe underwater. The sensation is said to be the most unusual since it requires one not to breathe at all. Those that use an ascus for extended periods sometimes forget to breathe once they are back on dry land and subsequently pass out. The core of the item is cold to the touch, but the ring, sometimes called the halo, stays warm. It's this! Just gonna leave the eyeball house. It's fine, it's fine. Don't worry about it. What bad has ever come from a house filled with random wet, alive eyeballs? Yay! An ascus. The item has a ring and closer inspection reveals the ring is warm as the rest of the item is cold. Cool. Okay. Neutral because you pass out if you forget how to breathe. Want to guess how many times I got that wrong before I found it? How many? Tell me. Here's the problem, right? I've been fondling that bottle gem thing since the beginning. 7. If you choose wrong, you get like points towards insanity. This is the insanity symbol. And you slowly tick this little point up in the bottom corner. Hello. Rowena Hardwick. Hardwick or Hardick? I'm close, but I need more power. I need St. Cedric's thunder, and quickly while this storm is raging. St. Cedric's thunder. Oh, did I name this wrong? Why is this not checking it off? But I did it! Oh, there we go. We did it. Did you go to the insanity gauge? It does seem to lower when you rest, yeah. St. Cedric's Thunder. St. Cedric's Thunder is used to store the power of a single thunderclap. Alchemists have been trying to harness this power for centuries, and there are rumors that some have indeed successfully used it to transmute base metals into gold. They are placed on the tops of mountains to charge them during storms. Gemstones can be used to prevent the charge from waning over time. Right, so what gemstones are associated with like power and stuff? I don't think it's going to be that. Stone of Containment could be amethyst. A box? No, maybe? Because we have boxes over there with amethyst on them. Stone of Water, a dark stone for dark purposes. A calming stone of peace and safety. A stone of earth and nature. An anchor between body and mind. The fourth eye, the stone of sight. A stone of protection and enveloping night. A stone of fire and fury. A stone of the night and of darkness. There's some who fear it and some who are seduced by it. A stone of strength, and that one we already know is bad. So this thing right here has what looked like amethysts to me. What does this symbol mean? I bet you it's in the book. Imbuements. Oh, excuse me, sorry. Not that. I'm thinking weather. Maybe like storm. No, that's storm there. Never mind. And that's lightning. That's thunder. Never mind. That's thunder. There we go. We did it. St. Cedric's Thunder. Oh, I meant to read the clues that I got. Thelmic Needle. So we know this to be St. Cedric's Thunder. I would say that's pretty neutral. Nice. Very, very frightening. Hi. Pretty kitty. Galileo. Francesca Robertson. I've been trying to get a hold of an Ambra. Before she vanished, Verona said it might have something to do with my patience. It had almost slipped my mind, but then I remembered that there's one right here in Strange Antiquities. Eli told me himself he keeps it locked behind ethereal key. Well, how do I open that? It's got 2 prongs. It's the fingers. No, I'm kidding. What did she want? Sorry, an Ambra?
Are you still there?
PK, thank you for the resub. Happy 84 months. Welcome back. How are you? Try fingers butthole. These items cause mental fog, a withering of intellect and thought. They are slow to work, requiring several hours to have any effect. Through prolonged use, they can cause the whites of the eyes to turn black and the subject to become deeply disoriented. They produce a noctic field. Okay, cool. But what do you mean he kept it locked behind ethereal key? Do you actually mean that I have to identify something that produces a noctic field? An Ambra. See, the problem with this is I don't know what to start with. So I want to examine stuff and see if anything makes me feel disoriented. Nothing to remark. There's one that makes me feel like I'm being watched, which is kind of weird. Nothing to remark. No. Didn't give me a message, so I think that's to do with the awkwardness of my resub message comes in separately to my actual renewed date. That's so weird. The little guy. We could try the little guy. I need to identify anything that makes me feel uneasy. This is interesting because that's a moon and a thingy. A witch sign. But the moon on its own. Silver the moon. But it's not made out of silver. Don't know if that matters. We'll put that down there and see. So let's go. I'm doing some experiments, don't mind me. What kind of field is that? Whoops, wrong button. How do we do Noctic? So, circle would be here. Oops, wrong book. I keep doing that. Little circle at the bottom. Wrong button. And then... Why do I keep doing that? Okay, so it would be this, and then that. Okay, so it's not that. That is... Is that Noctic? Did I get the symbol right? I did. So that's Noctic. It's not that. So you want to check the little guy. What does the little guy's symbol say? It's upside down poison. Does that matter? Does it matter that it's upside down? He also has, like, nothing to remark. Pittage. Nothing to remark. He has other symbols on him. You thought about the dark eye circle? I see. Let me hold this over here and see. He is not Noctic. What about this? Nope. This. Nope. What was the description of this? It doesn't say what they are, just that it has a withering of intellect and thought and mental fog. Is there anything here to do with mental fog? Clampton of ice, characterized by necrosis of the flesh, breathing, burning from the inside out, poison of the mind, increasingly vivid nightmares, Hallucinations, affects the mouth and tongue. No, I don't think it's those. Australian poison. It'll have to be something we haven't identified yet. So that makes me think that's not it. This thing is not correct. This thing. No, it's not right either. See, here's where we could do things like add a tag to tell you what... you see? God damn it. Which one's the correct one? Big circle top, little circle at the bottom, even. So this one, for example, has the diurnic one. So it would be... Was it diurnic? Shit. That one. Is it diurnic that it has? Yes. So, like, we could tag this with the diurnic symbol, which I've immediately forgotten again. And I just looked at it. Was it this one? I think it was that one. So, like, now I know that it has that symbol. Do you know what I mean? God damn. Okay. Well, I still need to find the thing she's looking for. We did have a swirly thing, but I think the swirly thing we had before was something we'd already done. Three things we'd already done. Right, what's this one? Hang on. This is whatever that is. Couldn't tell you what that is. This is... I forget what that one is. I'm looking for ones if we already have them. I don't know what that one is either. Jesus Christ. That's diurnic. So, icon would be this one. It has so many layers. I figured this is what he means by ethereal key. Purely because it is ethereal. It's trying to, like... Moving this over here. I love that I could just give her a plant. But, I mean, there could be something to do with a key, I suppose. Or, like, a lock. I don't say anything about a lock or a key. There's got to be more to it than just trial and error, right? I would assume. So, part of me thinks I'm looking for something that has the symbology for the Ambra, which is mental fog. So, we know, for example, that the Mantic is of the mind. Now, it gives off a Noctic field, so it's not going to be that like that shape. But Mantic of the mind could be something with blue gemstones, an anchor between body and mind. What else did we have there? Do we have another Mantic one? The green one, a fourth eye, a stone of sight. Don't think it would be that because it's supposed to be something that gives you brain fog. I think that's the only one, is the blue. We do have this thing. Does it give off the appropriate... What the hell shape was that? It's not right either. What does this do? Same as that one. What's this? Oh, they're all the same. Interesting. I'm just curious about these because these ones... Whoopsie. These ones were ones I unlocked, right? I think they're all the same. feel like it has to be something that would make me feel a certain way. That symbol is weird. I really feel like this one has a fear being watched. Right, let's just try all of these and see which ones. This one's a swirly one here. Don't think it's that one though. It has to be stuff we've not done already. That's weirdly diurnic. That one's whatever the DNA one is. I think I've got all the ones up here that we haven't marked. We've tested those. We already know that one's the wrong type of field. This one was what type of field? That one's diurnic. This one is... No, wait, that's diurnic. I apologize. That one's the other one. Don't know what the heck that is. Yeah, I thought that too, but I have no idea how to open it other than maybe like sticking the fingers in the hole. Oh! Hmm. Do I have something small and circular? No, not that. I have a strong sense of being watched. Ethereal lock and key. Locked behind ethereal key. Sorry, I had to pet the cat on the way past. You're not it, right? No. That doesn't look right. Did I do the two next to the wizard staff? These two? Yes. This one is whatever the wavy symbol is. And this one's the DNA. Oh, now I feel like I want to open this. But I don't know how you open it. Nope. I don't really want to trial and error it, but at the same time, why do I really want to try that? I feel like it would be the right shape. I can stick everything in the keyhole, but that feels like cheating. Is Az being a babby? Oh, he's looking out the window. He looked out the window. We could try the black hand. Not the black hand. Do I have something that, like... No, because we just checked and it doesn't have anything to do with a lock. I don't have anything else anywhere that I can see. I'm surprised that this just stays in that drawer forever. It probably has more information. Maybe it's something to do with ethereal? Ethereal key! Fuck. It's in the book. Ethereal key is designed to be hidden from prying eyes when activated by moving the object in a circular motion. The key is revealed by its gemstone of light. These are rare items and not generally known about outside of thalamic circles. Gemstones of the night power the concealment charm. Gemstones of the night. Alright, so Noctic, I'm guessing. Onyx. And this. Now, I could wiggle it around, but I don't think that's what we do. Can I actually activate it, do you think? I have this has an onyx on it, I think. Is there anything else that has an onyx? This has an onyx. Can I actually? Woo! Oh! Ha ha ha! Well, that's an ethereal key then. That was cool, actually. Oh, now I have this weird little guy. Our collection of little guys. Oh, no. Okay. An Ambra, you say? Right, well, oh my god. Look at this little guy. What is that? That doesn't have any aura. I'm concerned. A little goblin guy. That looks like a compass of some sort. That doesn't do anything either. Okay, so it could be that. Could be that. It's not that. And it could be this. Okay, so what do we got? We have color and composition, gold and bronze. Wiggling it around was fun. Raised detailing and smooth. I love this little skull. It's very cute. Doesn't feel like anything. This guy makes me feel uneasy. I really want to see what this symbol means. So white paint and carved out of wood. Rough and nothing to remark. Okay. And then this, I want to see these symbols too. Limestone. Rough and engraved symbols. Nothing to remark and nothing to remark. This looks like I might have to click on stuff, but I don't know. So, what's his little symbol mean? It's a little guy symbol. Is that confusion? It's confusion, so mental fog. That seems right. Yay! This item has a symbol of confusion across its face, which matches the description of causing mental fog. It produces a noctic field when viewed in the thalamic lens. That's my Ambra. He's just a little guy. Ambra. That's kind of bad, right? He's still just a little guy, though. You live up there. Hi, Jupiter. I should put these back up. You can go there, and you can go there. He's a confused little guy. Me too! Bonnie's back! Oh no, you! I know you from somewhere. Oh! I don't remember why, but this shop was important somehow. You leave my cat alone, bitch. I'm sorry, I know I'm not making much sense. Stay away from my cat. I haven't been myself. I'll leave you be. What's the doctor gonna do with the COVID doll? I don't know, PK. They found some poor soul washed up on the lakeshore, an older lady by the sounds of it. No, not Verona! Drowned, but that's not the worst of it. Her eyes were all black, just like the others. It couldn't be Verona. Don't let it be Verona. I'm not taking any chances with the water around here. I'll take a bones guard. Tell me it's not Verona. Please tell me it's not Verona. What did she take from me? She took a sextrum. Isn't it a protection thing? Protection from insanity? Yeah. Please don't be Verona. Please don't be Verona. Bones guard. A small item known as a bones guard can be placed in any liquid to render it safe to drink. Hi, Az! King Cedric the Meek was well known to be terrified of being poisoned and so always drank from the same goblet and always... Hi, Babby. Do you think you can maybe move so I can actually read the text on the screen? You've left the curtains open. Hello? He said no. You hooked her so hard she's become a different person. Oh, the rapture. I don't know. It's just all over like social media, people believing the raptures today or something. Buddy, could you go? Make your mind up. Go. He's just standing there. He's having a thought. But, like, it keeps trying to run away from him. Hi, Baba. Baba, my angel. Could you make sure you don't sit on the... Okay. That's fine. Thank you. I have to say something nice about me. I'll be yawn. Yeah, we were talking about that earlier, too. Okay. It's the Return of the Dinosaurs, and someone went, the raptors are coming. It's kind of the rapture to happen 2 days after fall starts. Let's just enjoy it a bit first. Hi. Can I please read the text on this lovely book? He said, no. He doesn't have any thoughts, you're right. Hey, my love. Not a single thought in that head. Not one. Come here. Come here, giant boy. Come. Oh my god. Oh my god. He is the size of a toddler. Oh! Okay, you go that way. So much cat hair. He just knows be giant and nap. So pure. Seriously. Small item known as a bones guard, and you placed in any liquid to render it safe to drink. King Cedric the Meek was well known to be terrified of being poisoned, so always drank from the same goblet and always placed a bone guard inside. He was stabbed to death in 1203. These objects bear the mark of the antidote. Okay, so it'll be the opposite of poison, I guess. Okay. Poison's that. We did just see something with poison on it, but I would have thought that it would have been like... Oh, well, maybe because it's upside down, right? Because the little guy... He's a little guy. That's gotta be him, right? It's gotta be this little guy. Nice. The symbol resembles the symbol for poison rendered upside down, and with a line under it, it can be inferred that this is the mark of the antidote. I'm afraid I can't pay you, but I can offer you a trade if you'll accept it. Okay, I guess I just do. Oh, lovely! It's somebody's hand. Okay, so we can bones guard. Also, hang on, while I'm at it. I don't know what that... Okay, so he's not diurnal. I'm being silly. This is weird. It's made out of stone. Crisscrossed grooves, and it's cold. Chills my blood to hold it. You can go in the weird cursed cupboard. Good boy. Okay. End day. Day 11. The rider was lucky. He made it to Backbarrow and found refuge there and was nursed back to health. He would later discover his left eye was permanently blackened like his partner's eyes had been. You have a little hand cupboard. I might make a little guy cupboard. What's our next one? And then I really need to go get coffee. Whoa! Ooh. To my left, the day. To my right, the night. Okay, I feel like that's going to be in the catacombs. Maybe. And it's going to be a sun and a moon. Yeah, like here. To my left, the day. To my right, the night. Sorry, that was really quick. Did the game just moon us? I think it did. Hi, Sausage, how are you? I find the row of 3 tombs in the upper levels of the catacombs. The cool darkness is strangely calming at times down here, and I sit for a while in quiet contemplation. When I rouse from my thoughts, I look down at my feet and find an item there. Had it been there all along, I never noticed it when I sat down. It's a little guy! Wait, a little guy with, I think, the protection symbol. Do they make... What? It makes a soft tinkling noise when it moves. Me too. I'm gonna go get coffee. Now it's time for a good time for a coffee break. So I'm gonna take a super short break and I'll go get a coffee and we'll have a chat and then I'll come back and we'll continue. I'm enjoying this a lot though. It's very, very nice. Very fun game. Very chill. Very cozy. Very cursed. I also can't tell. Is the bird noise in game or is it in real life? Every now and then. It's in game, right? What birds are there singing? What cause do birds have to sing now? Hi, Jupiter. Right, what do we have to expect today? Oh, another letter. I've been hearing a worrying rumor, but oh, please tell me it's not that she... No, please tell me she didn't drown. I hope for all our sakes they're wrong. Me too. According to family legend, an ancestor mine hid an item of thalamic significance in his burial chamber. It has never been found, but not for lack of trying. I was tempted to search for it myself until I learned that it was in the catacombs in a place known as the Hall of Shields. Perhaps it's better to leave it to those who know what they're doing. MBM. MBM. MBM? Do we know MBM? Who's this person? I don't think so. You were just about to ask if anyone had died yet? I think she might have drowned. Right, so the catacombs, Hall of Shields. What do you mean a Hall of Shields? I think, oh, that would be a Hall of Shields. You can't see it. Hold on, I'll show you. Look. It was this one, I think. That's a lot of shields. As I descend further into the catacombs, a strange sensation comes over me. It is not fear, although fear is mixed in with it. With cold clarity, I know at once what it is. I've entered an area known as the Depths, a place where few have been and fewer have returned from. Not even Palians can clear the air here and render it safe to breathe, but there is a way. Slate miners inhale the vapors produced by a spirit called a wandering shroud. They say it invigorates their senses and stays the mind rot that would otherwise consume them. TikTok? It would be dangerous to continue exploring down here without following their lead. Wandering shroud. Go on then. Not wandering shroud. Wait, hang on. It must be something here. I feel like we read about this. We have Ascus. Whoops. This breathing underwater. Didn't we find something about a wandering shroud or a spirit? Yeah. Shield, charm, and spirit vault. A spirit vault, also known as a fetid chamber, is a receptacle used to store a wandering shroud. The interior is lined with a paste made from sulfur. The eggs! They are not considered dangerous since shrouds tend to be benign, but on occasion they do not take kindly to being restrained. A faint vibration of the receptacle can be felt when a shroud is held within. Can I feel? Gold, pinkish gemstone, cool and smooth, soft. I don't know if I can tell if it's vibrating, but it smells like rotten eggs. Nope, it's not that. Oh no, the spirit vault is empty. If it's no use to me yet. I have written to Barton Potter. He will know where to find one. Okay, I don't think we can actually do that right now. Am I gonna have to go capture a spirit? I was gonna say it didn't vibrate. I think this is a spirit vault, sorry. Okay. So he will know where to find one. Okay. Then I think we continue. I love Jupiter. Whoa! Nancy Irwin, I've done something quite stupid. Me too, you're not special. I went exploring in Heath Wood and came across a grave. It was overgrown with dark brambles, so I started to clear them to get a better look at the inscription. No, it wasn't smart. I wasn't as careful as I should have been. The thorns were thick and menacing, and I scratched my arm in one of them. I have not felt well since. Please help me. I should say so! Okay, what the flippin' heck are we looking for here? A grave? Dark brambles, Heathwood, came across a grave. What does this do? I don't think that's what I need. One of them, thorns. Thorns, maybe. Could be a curse as well. Nothing about thorns. Anything about graves? I know there's the dead thing, but I don't think that's what we're looking for. No, maybe it is a curse. Black heart. Skin is pale and cold to the touch, and veins stand out darkly in the body. Eventually death will... Oh, Jesus Christ. Okay, black heart. Black heart. Black heart. Lamb's siphon. Used to reverse the effects of the black heart curse, a skilled hand is required to perform the procedure, drawing the curse from the body over the course of several hours. The instrument is made using the dried seed pod. Oh! Sheep snap. Sheep snap. Oh my god, that's really hard to say. Is that going to be this? Do you think it's that? Dried seed pod. I mean, it looks spotty. I think it's that. Yay! Lamb's siphon. The spherical part of the item clearly resembles the seed pod of the sheep snap plant. We got a truth conduit. Hopefully she's okay. So this is definitely going to be Lamb's siphon. Okay. Let's see. Oh. Thaddeus White. You don't know me, but it's time I introduced myself. I'm the curator of the Museum of History here in Undermere. Eli and I have a complicated relationship. Don't all siblings? I don't tend to come by the shop much anymore, but I heard he had left town for a few days. I wanted to bring him this, but I know he'd only turn me away without even looking at it. You wish you looked like him? It looks like a lollipop! I probably shouldn't lick it. What's it made out of? Gold, wood, and a green gemstone. It's hard. Nothing to remark. It takes great effort to tear my eyes away. Interesting. It's a fruit pastel. Yes! Thaddeus White. As the curator of Undermere's Museum of History, Thaddeus is a collector of artifacts and curiosities from around the world. He has an eye for the rare and the unusual and enjoys telling the world's unheard stories through his collections. Over the years, he has also amassed a collection of items he does not put out on display. These are items that it would be best the public did not know about. They are known as dark articles. Oh, come on. That's going to be the next game, surely. I want to go help her at the lake, maybe? Where did she go to? She went to the catacombs, allegedly, and then they found her in the lake. So hang on a second. Let me have a look at the map. That's the catacombs. That's the castle. There we go. I don't know if there's any way to go help her in the lake. Yeah, I don't think we can actually help her just in the lake. If you know what I mean. Oh! I didn't mean to do that. I've learned that Jupiter's a fourth of Maryville. I should go find him. No, he's not. He's right here. Definitely the one with the monocle. Lick it. No! We'll pet Jupiter. I keep wanting to call him Juniper. Hi, Simone. Jupiter! Thank goodness you're safe. Yes, I went and collected him. I was worried about you. Me too. I hope my mother is okay too. I've lost the count of the amount of gossip I've heard about her misdeeds over the years. The truth is, when she gets stuck into a mystery, she's been known to disappear for days at a time. In the meantime, I believe I found another clue in the journal. The text directly before this is largely illegible, but I was able to make out a reference to a vault of some kind. Ooh. 3 resonant objects. Lightest first, heaviest last. Okay. I don't think it specifically matters which objects, as long as they are resonant. And I think not all items are resonant, right? So, let's put that up there and the castle in the middle. So, which objects? So if we take an object, like for example, the cat, is it resonant? That's pretty resonant, right? If we take this, is it resonant? It's resonant. And then if we take, I don't know, like I feel like something maybe smaller than, like maybe the bird. The bird is resonant, we know that for sure. Which one wasn't resonant? Wasn't there something that wasn't resonant at all? No, that definitely is. This thing here freaking me out. So we just need something that's resonant but is small. I don't know, we'll see. I'm I'm trying to put it on this, right? That's heavy. Compare that to this. That's heavier for sure. Okay. Now I compare these two. So that's definitely the heaviest. They're about equal. Let's put this back. Let's find something that's either heavier or lighter than this. Okay, this is heavier. Is this resonant? Yes. So, lightest first, heaviest last. So this would be the lightest. So we would do this, this, and this, assuming it doesn't matter. Okay, it does. Clearly, that's not what they mean. You go up there. 3 resonant objects. Lightest first, heaviest last. Ophthalmic objects produce a field of sorts. Although invisible to the naked eye, they can be observed by placing an object over a ophthalmic lens. These fields are not fully understood despite attempts to study them over the years. It doesn't say they have to be the same. It just says they have to be resonant. Unless it doesn't mean... This doesn't give you any more information, does it? Do we have any more information about resonance? Nope. 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 That's the... Alcove key, horn shackle, evocant, and then moon something. The writing is so dense and spidery it's not easy to decipher. Could the symbol above the places have a meaning in this? Which do you mean, though? We're still missing this. Oh, the places where you put them. That's protection. It could be, though. I don't know that these are connected. Because this piece of paper does not match. But if it did... Like, that looks like it says produced by a diurnic seal. I'm trying to think what other word that could be. Protected by a diurnic seal? In which case... Was there anything with the diurnic seal on it? I don't think so. This little guy looks like he's hiding. What would that mean, though? Maybe it's not even protected. It's something by a diurnic seal. The question is does that mean this? Or, sorry, this? Or does it mean something like a gem that's diurnic, for example? Like an amber or an iolite? An amber, an iolite, or... Is that it? An amber and iolite. Ionite? In which case, like, does this have... That's diurnic. The bird noises are so funny. An object made from silver... which we established was this. Although now I'm beginning to wonder if this note and the other note were actually unrelated. Like, that's resonant, assuming that's what that means. And then a diurnic field. So it would have to be the two... That's diurnic, right? So, if that is the case... Well, let's give it a try. The sun bond we will weigh against this little guy. They're about the same. Maybe I should find something else for this. So we have is this resonant? No. Well, no, it is. That's also resonant. So are those? No, those are amethyst. I'm fairly confident those are amethyst. The raven is slightly lighter, but I don't know if it's enough. We could try. Lightest first, heaviest last. I think it's safe to say, was this the thing I wanted? Although it's dry. So if that's the lightest. Okay, no, it is definitely heaviest. So if we did that and this. No, it's not that. Okay. That's fine. I guess. Maybe they're not connected. You, my little guy. Like, maybe these ones here are not actually connected. What does it mean by 3 resonant objects? Do they have to be the same? See, I think this one would have been ticked off if it had been something to do with this. Do you know what I mean? Because I really want to know what this means. Can I even see? Maybe I can see the letter better. No. That definitely doesn't look like a C. It looks like a T, which makes me think that it's protected by a diurnic seal. I think that looks like it could be a T. Is there any way to find... I don't think we find anything about a diurnic seal in here at all. Or like seals in general. Which is why I thought maybe it could be something like a gem. So there is, yeah, there's a bunch under diurnic, but I don't know that they necessarily relate to like a field or a seal. I think they just mentioned diurnic. I mean, we can go through them though. There's reference in pit and sleep vessel. Pit. 3 different elements that make up a pit allegedly represent the earth, the sun, and death or darkness, the Dradic, the diurnic, and the noctic. These energies balance in such a way that the objects do not produce a recognizable thalamic field. They can be directed to emit powerful vibrations capable of cracking solid rock. My brain is not working anymore. So I'm thinking... What am I thinking? I love that Hornshackle has demon. Demon! The sleep, that's not what I wanted. Although, there you go. These 2, I think, are probably unrelated. Maybe the resonance does have to be the same. That would make some amount of sense, right? So if that's the case, then we have this guy. Do I have any others that match it? I'm pretty sure I did mark at least one. Didn't I? Did I not? I might have tagged it already. This guy? They're the same. So like this one and this one. So I would need to find another one that matches that. What was this? Whoa! This boy doesn't actually make anything happen. Do I have any others? I need to figure out what that one is. Hang on a second. So we're gonna work it out. Let's try Selenic. So that at the top, that at the bottom is that one. Okay. So that's Selenic. So this one here is not right. It's this. Okay. So it is circle at the top, circle at the bottom. And the triangle in the middle. Is that right? Yes. Okay, perfect. Do we have any others that we know to be that? We tested like this one, I think, didn't we? Yes, that's the same. We can give it a symbol now. I think it's worth doing this. Oh, I'm going to go ahead and guess that's the opposite. Because that would make sense. Maybe. To be of the earth. But we'll worry about that in a minute. Was this one of those as well? No, it was a swirl. I'm looking for... Hey, that works. Doesn't it? Yeah. So let's try measuring these. We'll know very soon. I love that I can slide this across. That's so cool. Right, so how heavy is that compared to this? Oh, those are about equal. Okay, well, that's not going to work. But we can give it its symbol, which is this one. Is that right? Yeah. Alright, well, we'll remember that. This guy here is whatever the three-way one is. This one is... That's the same as the other ones. So it's... that. I'm going to need to start organizing these. What about you? I don't feel like you would fit that, no. Wibbly wobbly. More wibbly wobbly. More wibbly wobbly. I'm beginning to see a pattern with the wibbly wobblies. What was the Moon Guardian again? Okay, it's the same. I like the labeling part of it. Is that weird? I really like the labeling part of it. Right, how do you compare to the rattle? You're way heavier than the rattle. Okay. And then I would assume that that's lighter. So that would be light, medium, heavy. No, it's not that. Okay. I clearly do not know what the solution to the... You need to get out of the way. Ah, my cat! Thank you. I clearly need to figure out what the solution to this is, and I have not. Hi, Daza, how are you? You lived up there. So, let me drop this. I need to look at this, but I can't do it right now because I need the spirit thing. So let's just plop our current clues in here. I still think I need to do something with those, though. We'll continue until the end of this day and then see if we can do it. Hi. Hello, Francesca. This girl keeps coming back. I got a fright when they brought the body of that poor drowned woman to me with those lifeless black eyes. It wasn't Verona, was it? I thought for sure it was Verona at first. She does look like her. But we're quite certain it's a lady from Hawkshead who went missing a few days ago. There's one thing I can't get out of my head, though. Why would she try and swim across the lake? And in the meantime, Verona is still missing. I don't like to use thalamic needles as a rule, but the circumstances are beyond the rule book. We need answers. Thalamic needles! Okay. Those sound very dangerous. I don't know why. Thalamic needle. Controversial items that are rarely used, they can reach into the mind of the recently deceased to give an impression. Speak with the dead! An impression of their thoughts before they died. Curiously, the weight of these tall items increases when heated. Tall items that increase when heated. Thalamic needle. So, it could be this. So let's weigh it. Oh, I can't. I can only put one on at a time. So, it's close to 2 pounds, but not quite. What if we put it over a fire? And then stick it in. Nope. Hi, Laura. How are you? What if we toast it over the 2 candles at once? Is that about where it was before? I think it is. Toll items, you say? We have a bunch of those, but... did say toll, didn't it? The weight of these toll items decreases when heated, not increases. Decreases when heated. I thought for a second, though, that definitely sat really high up, didn't it? Toast it. Or maybe it'd be better to bring the... Oh! I'm not imagining that. Yeah, it's that. For sure. Nice. It is a toll item. Using my weighing scales and a candle, I can confirm that its weight does indeed reduce when heated. I keep forgetting I can pick up the candles. Right, okay. So that's a thalamic needle, is it? Okay. Let's also bring it down here and see what it resonates. So it resonates that. Wrong button. I'm gonna say it's gonna be Mantic because it's of the mind. So let's try. Circle and a little circle at the bottom and then the diamond. So big circle goes to the top, little circle goes to the bottom, and the diamond is there. Yep, okay. So that is the Wixic. Was the little circle like that? Is that right? Big circle, little circle? Yeah, perfect. So that's a thalamic needle. Thalamic needle. I feel like I should worry about the shape more, but I don't know what to put with the shape. I'm not sure what I should do with the shape. Good, get in. You've been playing so much Silk Song. How's it going? Hello, Audrey. The people are afraid. And they are right to be, but it is too late for them. They are of no use to us. But you might be. Not like that. Prove yourself, and perhaps Holgar will deem you worth saving. I require an object to steady my restless congregation and remind them why I am the one to lead us through this turbulent time. No, that sounds weird. They respect strength and power above all else. Morgan's Folly or Fortinance? Okay, go on then. Morgan's Folly is a folly symbol can be revealed to induce a trance-like state in anyone who casts their eye upon it, making them open to suggestibility. Precaution should be taken against unwittingly looking upon the hidden symbol for too long. Or Fortinance, did it say? A Fortinance can enhance physical strength or restore strength that has been sapped, whether by exertion or by a hex. A hex, you say? Ah, okay. They're usually made of stone or iron and usually take the form of a small totem. Okay. Now. I need a little guy cupboard. This little guy? This little goblin? He's not stone or iron. Unfortunately. Where am I? This is kind of like a... Hold on then. Stone or iron. And what is that symbol? Oh, strength. That seems appropriate. That's the symbol for strength. It's made out of stone and gold. And it is a little guy. I think this might be our guy. I need a little guy's cupboard. We're going to have a little guy's cupboard. And I would like them to be closer to where I am. So, because I want to be able to see my little guys. So let's put all the ones we've solved, all the good ones we've solved, and neutral maybe. There. And the neutral one could be here as well. And then we'll pop these guys up here. And then I think we'll put... I count the cat as a little guy. This is definitely a little guy. This is a little guy. Where's my other little guy? Where's the tiny little guy? Where's the little guy who you put in? Where did he go? Oh, is he here? He's here. Never mind. My littlest guy. There we go. Little guys. Bottles of things. This, I don't even know what this is. This should go over here, I think. These are nasty, bad necklaces. And put them down here. And I think this counts as a little guy. I'm going to count this as a little guy. I think he is definitely a little guy. They're a bit crowded up there in the little guy cupboard. Little guys unite indeed. I don't think I count this as a little guy. I do indeed need a shelf for hands, I think. This is a thing that contains stuff. I know you can't see it because it's behind my camera right now. And I think I'll put my hands here. I'm counting fingers as a hand and that as a hand. And then I'm not counting that as a hand because I don't think it is. Okay. These could count as little guys, but I don't think they have the same little guyness as the... I don't know how to explain that. Right, so Fortinance. I think it's this guy. Nice. Oops, symbol of strength. Tormund's Bane. We learned about. Alright, let me switch to this. Okay, we have wiggly lines. So I would like to figure out what that is. So what ones have we not done yet? May as well label them while label them while I'm going, right? So we haven't done Wixic. That feels like it would be of the body because of the fact that it's a strength thing. So small circle at the top, big circle in the middle, and then upside down diamond. Small circle at the top, big circle in the middle. Yeah, cool. So he is Fortinance. I would say that counts as green. There we go. Nice. Well done, little guy. You may return to your cupboard of little guys. I'm beginning to feel like the little guy's cupboard is a little bit overwhelmed. Hello. Right, I still want to figure these out and I haven't done it yet. Can I ask a question? Have I misremembered what resonant means? Or does it simply mean something that causes a field to happen? Produces a field is a better way of describing it. Still need to figure out what it means by something by a diurnic seal. Something with a Y? Something object made from silver. Silly object made from silver. Funny object made from silver. This guy here freaks me out. What did it mean by resonant? Does it just mean produces a field of sorts, a thalamic field? I thought that's what it meant, but now I'm wondering if it means something else. This is gonna frustrate me. Pop these notes in here because I haven't dealt with them yet. All right. Good boy. No, it's a puzzle game, Corvo. The rider's partner was less fortunate. They found his frozen body a week later. Heavy object made from silver. Maybe. Whoa. I was gonna say that looks like a beard. I am marked by Jupiter. Oh no, what does that mean? Has Jupiter put a paw print on something? Day 13, Tuesday. I am marked by Jupiter. Or does it mean... That feels like it's in the castle, doesn't it? Maybe. What is the symbol for... Hang on, I'm sure it's in the book. Jupiter, what did you do? Jupiter! This! Yeah! Nice. The mark of Jupiter on my map leads me to a square room on the ground floor. Other than an intriguing torn note, there doesn't seem to be anything of interest until I notice that the bookshelf is mounted on a runner and can slide to one side. I push it and it glides easily, revealing a hidden recess in the wall behind it. Can I do that with my bookshelf? What did I get? Fuck off! Tell me that's not what I think it is. Tell me that's not what I think it is. There's no way. What on earth was that, Osric? What did you do? Hang on a second. Tell me that's not... Fuck's sake. The castle vaults are blocked by a diurnic seal. It can be opened by any object made from silver or gold that produces a diurnic field. Hi, Hannah. Yes, this is definitely a palate cleanser. Castle vaults are blocked by a diurnic seal. Okay, hang on a second. It looks like when someone gets a torn pack. Do we have the vault? Oh yeah, to the vaults. Okay, well before we do that, by a diurnic seal, it can be opened by any object from silver or gold that produces a diurnic seal. Okay, hang on. Move out of my way. I forgot what one diurnic is. Diurnic is circle, big circle, little circle, cardboard box. It's that one. But I don't think that's gold, I think it's bronze. Farts, it's bronze. You're made of bronze, never mind. Do we have one that's gold that has... Do we have one that's gold in general? What about you? You're made of gold. What do you make? Ah, fuck you. I forget which one that was. Farts. Which one was that? Not that one. Not that one. Fucking hell. I've forgotten which one it was. Was it Wixic? I think it was... Wait. Hang on. I should... Where did I put it? Did I put it back down? I did, didn't I? No, it was the Mantic one? Big circle at the top, little circle at the bottom. That's the wrong thing. No, that's the opposite. Oh, shit balls. Never mind. Not thick. She said unconvincingly. Oh wait, I've already forgotten where the circles are. They're at the bottom, right? Okay. And then this one was there. Ooh. Nope, that's not Noctic. Wixic is big in the middle. Little one at the top. That's Wiggly. That's not what I'm looking for. I'm looking for the other one. Farts. Have I not figured that one out yet? Selenic of the moon. Little circle, big circle, triangle. Haha! Sorry. Little circle, big circle, triangle. Big circle's at the bottom. Oh shit, I didn't mean to do that. Big circle is at the bottom. There we go. So you're not the one we're looking for. Go back on your shelf. This one. Yeah, okay, this one. Are you gold? No, you're bronze. Fucking hell. It is, however, that one. Diurnic is the little one in the middle. I'm never gonna remember that. Oh, no. Wait, the little one in the middle. Yeah. Oh yeah, we'll open it with the cat. Yeah, we'll open it with the cat. That makes sense. It makes no sense to anyone who's not got a clue what the heck's going on. To the vaults. The vaults are blocked by a large iron door. It has no handle or keyhole, and it does not give this in the slightest when I push against it. I realize that it has been thermically sealed, but that's not much help. It's not clear what I need to open it. Use the cat. Use the cat. Use the cat. The door slides open without a sound, and as though it has been kept well oiled over the years. Behind it, I find a large natural cavern that extends into the rock beneath the castle. Somewhat disappointingly, the walls are lined with racks of whiskey bottles instead of the rows of artifacts I was picturing. When I show Edmund, he's delighted, and he spends some time examining the dusty shelves. It is not long before he makes a find that I'm surprised I missed. I return to the shop with a spring in my step and a curious item that demands further study. Ooh. Okay, well that's cool. The Bishop's Square is a simple tool of my great-great-grandfather's devising, loosely based on a briar's disc. By all accounts, he was an impressive man, but it would seem his mind began to fail him at the end. Perhaps he spent too long studying his Zaya? He imagined invisible enemies coming to steal away his most prized possessions, so he began hiding them about the castle, noting their locations in a code that only he understood. The fucking clock. No, maybe not. I don't know, maybe not. I don't know why, but it makes me think of the clock. Maybe not. It'll be something to do with these symbols, though. Bronze, iron, and this. Like, what if I... Ding, ding, ding. No? No, okay. That's fine, I guess. I forget what those symbols mean. The acorn, I'm guessing, is probably something to do with autumn. Yeah, summer, spring, autumn, winter. Okay. So we have autumn, winter, spring, summer. That makes sense. Seasons. A briar's disc. Can I read about the briar's disc? What does it do? I don't have any information on a briar's disc, unless it's called something else. Nope. Isaiah. I know we have that one already. I can't remember which one it was, though. Worn about the neck to place them close to the heart. These innocent-looking items instead. Oh! A sense of fear and paranoia. It's going to be the goat head. They can be difficult to remove. They're made of any single material except wood or clay. They typically have no symbol or other writings upon their surface. That's gotta be... Where did I put it? Where did I put it? Is it? Nope. Am I just... Oh, it's hiding, that's why. I think it's that. Then, what? Is that just because he's paranoid? Is that what it means? That must be what it means. I need to figure out what this is. The Bishop's Square is a simple tool of my great-great-grandfather's devising. Can I actually read about a Bishop's Square, even? Nope. Is it in the index? No. Oh, Spag Ball. I love Spag Ball. Okay, I'm gonna pop him on the shelf right now, but I feel like it's something to do with the clock. I don't know why. Right, these are done, so they can go in the archive. Which means this thing I still need to figure out. My little cat friend can go back to the little guy's cupboard. What am I not understanding about this? What am I not understanding? Do they have to be the same? You're so fine, Corvo. If I could explain, basically, this is the second game. The first game is called Strange Horticulture. They're not directly linked, but they do take place in the same town. In the first game, you run a herbalist's shop, and people come to you and ask you for stuff to solve a particular problem. So you have to find the right plant for their purposes, and sometimes you get the options to choose a very naughty plant to do it. In this case, we're doing it with cursed or not so cursed objects, but occult objects, essentially. And currently I'm just trying to solve a couple of puzzles that we have sitting around. What am I missing about that one? You can sometimes murder a bitch too, as a treat. Thank you for the follow, by the way. Yes, so in the first game, if I can show you the map, in the first game, that's the catacomb. I keep rearranging my drawer and it keeps just redoing it. In the first game, you start where number 2 is there. You start there and it's called Strange Horticulture, and you essentially sell them plants that can poison or cure things or whatever. And there's like an undercurrent of something going on, something occult going on. What just happened to that map? Why did it look like it rearranged itself when I put it in the drawer? So now I own an antique shop. Or rather, I'm looking after an antique shop. And this is my cat, Jupiter, who I love very much. Farts. I feel like I should know the solution to this puzzle already, and I'm not getting it, and I'm not sure why. It sounds familiar, Darksmack, but I have no idea what it is. Hi, Alexandra. Yes! Isn't he cute? He went missing, so I almost committed a murder. I mean, I did actually harm that lady who stole my cat, but... He imagined invisible enemies coming to steal away his most prized possessions. I feel like I have to do something with this. And I think it's related to the... Oh, fuck it. It's related to the castle. So... Summer, can I bring it? Hey, okay. Hello. Oh, okay. So I feel like winter would be there, but maybe not. Mars in winter, rising in summer. Mars in winter. Mars in winter. Mars in winter, rising in summer. I think this is going to be related to thingy. I need to look at all the farts. I need to look at all the symbols. I don't need to look at all the farts. Mars. What does it mean rising though? If Mars is in winter... I don't know if this is actually doing anything. You stay where you are, okay? Antimony. No, don't take it away. Unless it's telling me to open the kitchens. But I don't know if I'm doing it. Do I have enough sanity? I do. I'm doing it. Smells and sounds of cooking greet me as I enter the castle kitchens. I feel a little foolish as I try to avoid the cook's glares while following the clues left to me by a mad old man. What was I thinking? I'm not going to find anything here. And yet on the exact spot where the map leads me, there is something. A floorboard that has been cut and replaced. With a little difficulty, I lift it up and feel around in the cavity below before my fingers grasp something hard. Yes, you did, Tavy. How are you? Oh, another little guy! With some symbols. Oh my goodness, there's no room in my little guy's cupboard. There's no room in my little guy's cupboard at all. I'm gonna need to move this. Right, okay, bottles. Bottles are going over here, removing these horrible cursed objects over here. Bottles are going over here. Jupiter, don't be knocking those over. Other necklaces are going down here, and we're putting the little guys up there. Right, little guys. Unidentified little guys are going there. Nice. This game is called Strange Antiquities, and it's a follow-on to the first game, Strange Horticulture. It's so good. It's so good. Okay. Ding, ding, ding. James Herschel. I can't say too much, but it has fallen to me to carry a secret that people would kill for. That people have killed for. Not the forbidden snack. It's a lot of weight to carry around in my head, and it's getting harder to bear around certain family members. Okay, James. It occurred to me that it would be safer in an ecumenical. Okay, we read about that earlier. An ecumenical. An ecumenical is a receptacle commonly featuring a memento mori that acts as an aid to recollection. A memory cannot reside in both the mind and the ecumenical at the same time, and it cannot be stored indefinitely. When a memory has been left for long periods, it can begin to emit unpleasant vapors. An empty ecumenical, on the other hand, has an ominous presence pulling at the threads of one's mind. Now, I originally thought that it was going to be this thing, but we've learned that it's stinky. There's an unpleasant sensation at the back of my skull. I think this might be it. And this is a time, like an hourglass reminding you that you will die. Raven, instantly have thought about this every time I've read that word. So, yes, you run a shop filled with occult objects in this game. In the first game, you run a herbalist shop. And I killed a man in the first one. I think this is your ecumenical, sir. Nice. There's an hourglass motif on the box, a memento mori. On closer inspection, it produces an unpleasant sensation, suggesting it is empty. You put that memory in there right away, sir. Okay. Hang on. You go up here. I would like... Did you run him over with Roach? Don't remind me. This thing has a one of them. Oh my god, I've instantly forgotten what that field is. Which one did I do before? It is... Is it that one? It's the one with the triangle and the big circle at the bottom. Triangle with big circle at the bottom is Selenic. Okay, so that's not... It's not that one. Because that one is... Oh, no. Oh, no, no, no. Never mind. Shut up. Was it? Shit. I forget what that one was. It's a universe where witchcraft seems to have tangible results, so... That's true. Dawn, I couldn't blame them. Didn't I mark another one with a different symbol? Maybe one of my necklaces? I thought one of the ones over here had it. Did I just never get around to marking it? Or was it this one? Aha! The thalamic needle. So, yeah. Big circle at the top, little circle at the bottom, upside down diamond. Big circle at the top, little circle at the bottom, upside down diamond. And this one was called an ecumenical. I don't know if I spelled that right. I need to check. Whoops. I did not mean to do that. I need to ecumenical. Yeah, that'll do. Nice. Right, my containers. I'm gonna go ahead and say that I don't think that's a very good object, but I'll give it neutral. Doesn't make me feel great, but sure. Get some food into you, Corvo. Enjoy. I just think the juxtaposition of semi-Victorian aesthetics is fascinating because it's like witchcraft is cool, but also Victorians did have a fondness for the occult. That's true. Hi. Hello, do we have a ladder? People are getting restless. The followers of Holgar have been marching through the streets with that crazed priest at their head. Not long ago, that sort of behavior wouldn't have been tolerated in Undermere. Now there are people joining in. You ever think that might be commentary? In answer to your question, yes, it is possible to capture a wandering shroud. Thank you, Barton. To the north of town, if you follow the little stream up through the woods, you'll come out on a hilltop that was clearly of some ancient significance. It is not uncommon to see the wandering shrouds there. Be patient, be still, and they will come. Your friend, Barton. Okay, Barton, that's cool. This thing here, I imagine probably is going to have more information for me. So we're going to pop that in there. This thing I still haven't solved. This one we're going to do right now. So north, little stream up through the woods to the north of town. All right, let's go. To the north of town, and we're looking for a hill. Come across out on a hilltop that was clearly of some significance. It is not uncommon. So I would say this is the stream. The Barrows. After a pleasant walk along the back, I reach a series of grassy mounds. The Barrows. Whoever is buried. Whoever is buried in them must have been important in their time. If I'm to collect what I came for, I need to be prepared. So I'm pretty sure it's this. I think this is the spirit vault. Yay! We caught a spirit. This item is a container or receptacle. Closer inspection reveals its pungent smell. Nice. I sit and wait quietly and patiently, not certain exactly what I'm looking for. For some time, nothing happens. And then, long after my mind has drifted toward a warm fire and a hearty supper, I notice a movement in the corner of my eye. A strange thin mist has formed near one of the barrows. It seems to produce a sort of dark light, a contradiction that my eyes have trouble perceiving clearly. The ethereal creature, for surely this is a creature of some kind, ambles toward the vault that I have left out for this purpose, and I daren't breathe as it slowly nestles itself within the receptacle. Ah, cozy little bed just for me? All right, cool. So, right, I need to look up the definition of a word really quickly. Ah ha ha. All right. So, 3 resonant objects. I thought like spiritually resonant, but resonant means just sound in general. This would be, to me, a sound because it goes, there we go. Boop. But it might not be. This, however, does make noise when I move it. Is there another thing that we know of that makes a sound? This doesn't rattle, does it? Unfortunately. Oh, it sounds hollow when tapped. I've still got the thing, the weight on the... I mean, it wouldn't do any harm to try, would it? Right, this little guy is heavy. They're about even. Oh, there's no way. I think they're about even. I do think this is slightly heavier, but it's really hard to say. And I also don't know if those count. So do we have another thing that makes a sound? What about you? Do you make a sound? No. No. Oh, it spins. Was it just spinning? Do you spin whenever I put you over here? No. I don't imagine there's a sound with this. Nothing to remark. Is there something that maybe that? Oh, wasn't there something that hissed? Wasn't there something that hissed that we have used before? But which one was it? I feel like there was something that hissed. Like a snake. A long time ago. I don't know what it would be. Oh, something to do with snakes. Come on. Or serpents. Shit. No. No. What was a libula? Sorry, a labubu. Cusick purifier. No. It was something that the lady... I can't remember. The voice of Carnunus? Maybe? No, fuck. Why can't I remember what it was? There was something that we got on day one that had a sound associated with it. Ah! Soft sound like a serpent's whisper. There we go. Now, this is a little heavier and that's lighter. Right, hang on. Let's see if this works. Fuck, maybe this isn't the right thing. Because it doesn't actually make a sound on its own, so it's technically not resonant. What about if we put this in? No, because it doesn't make a sound on its own. You have to tap it. There's got to be something else that makes a sound. Do you make a sound now that there's... It smells like rotten eggs. I need sound. I was expecting it to smell worse than it does. Nothing to remark. I'm trying to think of anything else we had that made sound. Pleasant scent. Did we have anything else that made a sound? Whoa! When I shake it, it rattles. I don't know if that would count though, because you have to shake it. Shake it, shake it. Sorry. Did I have anything else that made a sound? I'm listening. I'm like walking around putting everything to my ear, listening in on it. Like, does any of this make a sound? You make a sound? No, I don't think they did. I don't think any of these did. I don't know if the bat would count because it's... God damn it. Surely I will find something that makes a sound. I don't know why I'm whispering. Do you make a sound, little guy? He smells a little bit. We're sure this cat? This cat doesn't sound of anything. Or do you mean my actual cat? Does anyone remember any that we have definitely seen that made a sound? Be very, very quiet. Sounds are muffled in its presence. I don't think that's what they mean. I think we're looking for something that actually makes a sound in and of itself. The one that's watching and judging. Oh, fair. Why do I feel like there was one that had the sounds of the forest in it? Nope. They're trying to get me to rely on my memory, and my memory is terrible. Nothing to remark. Nothing to remark. Nope. Nope. Did I just do this one? They keep rearranging. I don't think we have it. Shit. I think we're on to something with that, but I just don't know. Unless this has a sound. Does this doesn't have a sound, right? No. I think we're on to something. I just don't know. I don't know where to find the thing. Get back in the little guy cupboard. Try the bottle. The bottle as in, which one? This one? Or do you mean just try this one? Because if I shake it, it rattles. We could, though I will say if we try the bottle and it works, it won't make sense why it worked, but the other one didn't. This and what was the little jingly thing? Jingly thing is really heavy, right? So it would go that, and then that. No. Unless the jingling is a little too on the nose. Which is possible. Hi, Nord. How are you? Pet the cat. Hello. I got to thinking after I laughed earlier. Transferring the secret to an ecumenical only adds an extra step. Yes, it's safer than walking around with it in my head, but I would know where to find it. What I really need is a truth conduit so that I can deceive them into thinking I know nothing at all. Sir, you're a husk today? Oh no, I'm so sorry. A truth conduit? These items are used by tricksters and swindlers to distort and deceive. They do not warrant the designation of dark article that some want to apply to them, but they can be and have been used maliciously. The gentle sound they produce anchors the mind as the spell is woven, combining symbology with a deeper, more primitive power. Dark article. What do you mean? They do not warrant the designation of dark article that some want to apply to them, but they can be and have been used maliciously. The gentle sound they produce. I feel like that's the chimes. Makes a soft tinkling sound when it moves. Wood, oak, gold. That's protection. Hard but smooth. Feels a little warmer than I would expect. That feels very specific, though. The gentle sound they produce anchors the mind as the spell is woven, combining symbology with a deeper, more primitive power. Distort and deceive. So that's protection, I think, isn't it? Oh, no, it's not. No, it's not. It is deception. It's my little guy. My little guy. Bears the symbol of deception. Closer inspection reveals a gentle sound that it makes. All right. Okay, let me go ahead and tag him. I'm putting neutral because it could be used as both positive and negative. Let me also quickly check this little guy. So he's the thingy one. The DNA one. And I've immediately forgotten again what it means. Which one's the DNA one? This one. You ever think that maybe you should just write the name on it? Little circle, big circle, triangle. Little circle, big circle, triangle. There we go. Okay. I still want to figure out which resonant objects. You love it when an article references itself. Right, I'm not looking at the answer to be clear. I'm looking for a description of resonance. Quality in a sound of being deep, full, or reverberating. The reinforcement or prolongation of sound by reflection from a surface or by the synchronous vibration of a neighboring object. The condition in which an electric circuit or device produces the largest possible. The occurrence of a vibrating object causing another object to vibrate at a higher amplitude. Amplitude? Amplitude. What? Anyway, That makes me feel like I wanna... What, the blah, 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 blah part? Thank you, Osric. I will keep that in mind. Imagine explaining this scheme to yourself at the start of the game. You'd look at yourself like you were barmy. I know, right? It's fine. We'll keep revisiting it. Evelyn Bennett. Hello, Evelyn Bennett. I have never felt more tired or more devoid of life. Me either. No, I'm joking. I'm sorry. I'm fine. As an apathy has settled in my bones that I do not seem able to shift. But while I still have breath in my lungs, I will not succumb without a fight. Proud of you. By the grace of Grey, I will find a way forward. I do have Grey's grace. Don't I? Which I didn't have to give somebody. Dispels melancholy. That is this thing. Same, bestie. Thank you for the posture check. Everybody make sure you check your posture. I hope that helps. Purr. Barton Potter. Hello, Barton Potter. I need to go do the thing with the thing. I've had a tip off about something exciting. Have you come across the so-called nameless gods? I have, actually. Did you also know that the tall stones that you sometimes find in high places were once doorways of a kind? And here's the exciting part. An inscription has appeared on the stone that sits atop Weatherlam. This is where you come in. I'm confident that a pit will open the doorway. The other option is a babelia to read the inscription. But they say that if you read the language of the nameless gods, you become cursed, which I can't say I like the sound of. I'm leaning towards the more direct approach, but then again, that could be dangerous too. But if you become cursed, I can help you cure the curse, right? Ooh, that one's a tough one. I need to do this. Do you think he would wait for me? Hey, pal, can you just wait for a second while I go into the catacombs? Where was I supposed to go? The Hall of Shields? Hall of Shields. Hall of Shields. Here we go. I need you. I breathe deeply from the spirit vault and it clears my mind. I don't care to linger too long down here, but I forge on until I reach the unmistakable Hall of Shields. A stone sarcophagus sits on a raised portion of rock in the center of the cavern. I hold the torch close to better see the inscription on the side of the tomb. It reads, "The sun's light will reveal my gift." Mystified, I cast my eye up to the walls of the cavern and search the shields for some other clue, but nothing stands out. Sun's light. I don't think I have anything called sun. I have a sun bond. Sun bond is small and lightweight, designed to be carried discreetly and made of a non-precious metal of some kind, housing a gemstone of light. They carry the warmth and light of the sun. Sun bond. That's you. Come on. Let's go. Yay! Lick it. The sun bond banishes the darkness in an instant, half blinding my gloom-adjusted eyes and bringing summer's warmth to the cold cavern. Blinking and squinting, I notice that one of the shields in particular is glowing in the bright light. I reach up and pull the shield down to reveal a small cavity hewn into the rock behind it. Inside is a blood-red urn. Ooh. That looks evil. Thank you, Darksmack. Have a good day. You're another container. Right now I'm thinking the cups are going to have to go up here now. Alright, okay. Alright, yes, I should probably help you, I suppose. A pit or a babelia. So, a pit would open the door, or babelia, nameless gods. This feels like maybe it could be something to do with the nameless gods and the reading their language. A snack. Nameless gods. The League of the Amphesian Heart uses these items as part of its grim initiative. Oh yeah, that's the fingers. They guard the secrets closely, but it is said that they worship the ancient nameless god, communing with them via the broken path. Acolytes must press the tip of a talon hard against their cheekbone to the point of drawing blood. They perform this act nightly for 49 days, 7 sevens, after which the scar will forever mark them. Broken path. But how does one cure Tormund's paralysis? Just in case. Tormund's bane. These can be rolled along the tongue to cure torments, paralysis, or worn about the neck to protect against the curse. Like most items that ward against curses, they emit a diurnic field pattern. I swear to God, if the thing I was joking about licking. Takes great effort to turn. I don't think it's going to be that. I just think rolling it around in your tongue. That would be funny. That would be funny. I don't know if there's anything else that specifically looks like something I would roll around on my tongue. Sorry, I just thought I'd pet the cat again. So he wants a pit or a but. I'm worried I'm going to get him cursed and then I'm going to have to figure out how to cure the curse. What is a pit? What is a pit? Okay, yes. The 3 different elements that make up a pit allegedly represent the earth, the sun, and death. Or darkness. The Dradic, the Diurnic, and the Noctic. These energies balance in such a way that the objects do not produce a recognizable thalmic field. They can be directed to emit powerful vibrations capable of cracking rock. Or a babelia. The meaning of the unusual markings on a babelia is not clear. They resemble a mantic field pattern, but the items themselves do not produce a mantic field. They can be used to aid with translation of foreign text, although they require some skill to make full use of. This ability does not transfer to spoken language. Thank you. A fruit seed. I don't know which one to give him. The 3 different gems that are absolutely... These are all identified, so it's not going to be one of these. Which means it could be... Where did I put... Didn't I have one that had 3 different gems that wasn't this? I thought I did. Other than this little guy here. It's not that, surely. That's not gems, anyway. I'm looking for 3 different gems. See, I worry that I'm going to get myself into a situation where I need an item from this. Yeah, it does sound resonant, doesn't it? In order to... I need an item from this in order to solve this, possibly. I have an itchy nose. I'm looking, all the ones I have that have 3 different gems in them are all things I've already labeled. Correctly labeled, might I add. Is it a... Earth, the sun, and death. 3 different elements. It doesn't say gems, actually, to be fair. That makes me think that it is this. So... gold, wood, and a green gemstone. But then I would say wood and a green gemstone also resembles 2 of the same thing. So if that's the case, then I would need 3 different elements that are not actually the same thing. I mean, that is 3 different. Blue gemstone, gold, and silver. But I don't think that's going to be the case. I think if we need something that's going to be representing death or... What was it? Death or darkness. The earth, the sun, and death or darkness. It could be... Darkstone for dark purposes. Sorry, I just burped at you. Onyx is a stone of night and darkness. There are some who fear it and some who are seduced by it. So it would have to be onyx or noctic, but I think it's probably onyx. And also, the objects do not produce a thalmic field. I think these are all only 1, right? Yeah, they're only the 1. Do we have anything else with onyx that isn't this? need to pee so bad. I might have to go to the bathroom. I know I'm going a little bit longer, but I'd like to at least finish this day and the puzzles that we have. Bird skull doesn't emit. It doesn't. That's true. It does have multiple. It has bone. Although it's not telling me if there's anything else here. It just says bone. Gold, clay, and bone. The bone could represent death. The clay could represent earth. The gold could represent the sun, possibly. It definitely doesn't emit anything, I think. Yeah, it doesn't emit anything. I mean, this does look like it could fit, especially because there's a bird, and it looks like a bird skull, right? But do I want to do that? I'm worried that if I give him this, he's going to go through the wall or the door or whatever, and he's just going to fucking blast it open. Hell yeah, Derek! But the fact that I don't know if I can cure the curse really worries me. Because I don't know what kind of curse it is. So I don't know which is worse. Technically, you don't actually know the results of either, right? What does it say about the Babelian? Does this... They do what now? They resemble a Mantic field pattern. So Mantic is what? I just want to see if I can identify it. Mantic is big circle, little circle, upside down diamond. Big circle, little circle, upside down diamond. Right, so like that. They resemble that. Would you say that? It kind of does, doesn't it? But doesn't produce a field, so does it produce a field? It does. It's not that. I would have thought that that looked right. Is there something else that looks like that? It has symbols on it. I mean, that kind of does, sort of. But it has its own field. I don't think that's it. I think that's a little bit too obvious. I don't see anything else. Maybe I do have to acquire another item. In which case... I don't know. Do we have something about, like, sound? Or vibration? Or resonance? I've gone far too far. We have thermic fields. We have resonant. We have a resonance compass or a zephyrim. The spinny thing. Resonance compass. Compass will point towards any... Oh, shit. Why did I not read that? Why did I not read that? Okay, so we have that. Resonant objects are highly... Why did I not read the... Did I know I had a description? Wait, hang on. Let me look at this. So am I to assume this bit points towards it? Oh, I wondered why it spun. Right, okay, well, that's clearly resonant. It's pointing me this way. Ooh. Okay, that is clearly resonant. Oh! Jupiter! I did, I picked it up and watched it spin around. Yeah, don't mind me, sir. I'm just running around the shop with my compass. I think he counts as resonant. Okay, well, see, I thought it was gonna literally mean sound, man. I hate my life. Would you please get out from behind the necklaces, you little prick? You prick! Stop hiding behind the necklaces. He's like, "Gooey, get out of there." Oh, Jesus Christ. I'm really annoyed about that. Do you know what's worse? I think I opened this earlier and looked through the index for sound. I think I even thought about looking for resonance and then just didn't. But then I think I got the resonant compass after I did that. Maybe I didn't. Did I get this piece of paper before I got the compass? Right, this is slightly heavier than that. So, get out of there. So I think it goes in that order. Let's see if that's true. I might have picked up the wrong little guy anyway. Fuck. Bye, sir! Oh! Wait a second. Oh no, hang on. There are buttons all around the side. What does the buttons around the side mean? Oh, I know what the buttons around the side mean. I think. Oh shit, maybe I don't. I thought this was gonna be... Oh. Well, no. Hang on. What? Oh, hang on. I've got this back to front. Silly me. Haven't I? Have I not? No, I haven't. There we go. What's the time? Now, which order do I do them in? Smallest to largest? Well, I mean, lightest to heaviest. So... Ooh! Well, now that's cool. That's very cool. Okay. I'm guessing I'm going to have to open something, maybe with these things, that brings me other types of those puzzles. Huh. That's very odd. This part is painted black. Gold. Feels unusual, not hot exactly, but energetic somehow. I can't tell if that low hum is coming from the item or my own imagination. There's definitely something unusual about this item. I can't quite put my finger on it though. That's weird. That's very weird. Right, so hang on. I still don't know what to do with this. I was kind of hoping that if I did solve that puzzle, I was going to get some magical solution. I don't know the answer to this one at all. Haven't a clue what I should do here. Do we just give him the pet? What do we do, Jupiter? Do I have anything else about the Nameless Gods? I really feel like I need something else about the Nameless Gods. I feel like they both sound just as bad, though. Or, I feel like maybe this is going to be something to do with how to resolve the issue, but I think I will do the pit. He might die. Item is made of 3 different materials: gold, sun, clay, earth, and the skull, death. The thalamic field it produces is formless. Good luck. I hope this works. Here's a token of my appreciation, something for you to ponder over. Okay. I feel like he's gonna die. You went the other way? Did you go the other way for the same reason that I was thinking about going the other way? A pit. I would argue that that's pretty neutral, to be honest. Oh, Fifth Element. Oh my god, you're right. Yellow sandstone. We have a triangle, and that's... I don't recognize that symbol. What is it? Like a circle with some bits. That's the wrong book. Well, the reason I said was that I felt like maybe I could cure the curse if he got cursed, whereas if he goes through the door and something terrible happens to him, I might not be able to do anything about it. Do you know what I mean? Yes, I sent him to Pittsburgh. What was the symbol? It was like a weird circle with extra bits. Wax. It's wax and fire. So it's like a wax melter. A wax burner. Have I got any outstanding notes then?
Are you still there?
Oh, hi.
Oh, hi. Simric, thank you very much for the tier 3 resub. Happy 86 months. Welcome back. How are you? I still have that, which means I think that I can use it for other purposes. So let's have a quick look. Can I use it here for anything? If we have summer up here, for example, that doesn't tell me shit. What if we have spring here? No, I don't think this is gonna work anywhere but the castle, because it's his grandfather's, I guess. Bum, 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 bum. We did Mars and Winter Rising and Summer already. So it was this. Took us to the kitchens. But I don't know. We'll have to revisit that, I think. Back in the drawer you go. Do we want to end the day? I think that might be the last thing we can do here right now for what we have. Ooh, we're getting close to the end. With dreams of earning his fortune long banished from his mind, the man brought the casket to a trusted friend, the curator of a museum in Undermere. Together they looked for answers. Ooh. Is this a sword? Oh my god, it's Sting! Ooh, with thorns around it. Very cool. I am buried with the Knight of Thorns. I'm buried with a Knight of Thorns. So is that going to be the thing in the top right? What was that thing called? A shimmer? Nah, it was back page. A shimmer. Yes. By the Knight of Thorns in 1356. So that makes me think it is that guy in the top right, but he looked like a priest. Yeah, the mistake we made. Ayo. The tomb of the Knight of Thorns resides alongside an ossuary filled with the unknown dead from the Battle of Southerfell. It is an unpleasant place that I do not plan to linger in. Happily, I am able to find the... he is holding a sword. It's just his helmet looked like a priest's hat. Happily, I'm able to find the item I came for without any difficulty, and I quickly leave and don't look back until I'm out in the bright of day once more. It's raining, bitch! Yay! Okay. Pals, alas, I will have to finish up. Because I am running a bit longer than I planned to. But thank you very much for watching another episode of Strange Antiquities. I plan to definitely finish this. We might do it this week if we get to a point, maybe on Friday after we finish our Witcher 3ing. Perhaps we will take a break from like at the end of a quest or something and then do the last few days, because I think we're on day 14 out of 18. Did I see? Thursday we're playing more Witcher 3. Because I don't want to lose momentum, and I'm really enjoying it. No, you didn't, Raven. Also, I owe you I say something nice about myself, but I'll do it as I close up. So thank you very much, everybody, for watching. I had a really good time. And I will exit here. And thank you once again to Iceberg Games for giving me the key to stream this. If you're watching on YouTube, make sure you hit the subscribe button. If you're watching on Twitch, make sure you hit the follow button. And YouTube, I'm going to be ending the episode here, so thank you very much for watching. See you next time.